Yo, welcome back to the 3-episode test podcast, your place for all the best anime takes, the most ridiculous games, of course, and yeah, probably some other insane conversations. I am joined by the homies SSJ8 Cody, Straw Hat Lucas, and Vexus the Lurking Legend. Gentlemen, welcome in. How we feeling, boys?
Feeling
I feel
really
with my
good.
hands.
He feels with his hands. Vex is still Picos from our D&D session. Give me 1 second. I forgot to change his reactive.
He likes hot sauce
Emphasis
and hot
on-
sauce things.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, right?
Emphasis on peak, you know, like
Picos.
yeah,
That's what Vex
peak.
eats for breakfast is Picos. Get it? 'Cause
Vex has a pico.
Okay.
he's eating the peak. So, guys, I had planned to give you some hypotheticals to start our little session today. But I actually changed that. I have some
JK Law.
questions. Yes, JK lol indeed. I have some questions for you instead. These are going to be pretty simple questions, but I expect an answer from everyone, including myself. So to start us out on this train of thought, this little dialogue I have created out with us, I want all of you to tell me, don't mind who goes first, if you were a Pokemon, what typing would you have?
Oh shit.
Oh.
I see the gears
I think
turning.
I'd be Steel. Yeah, it's funny you said gears. I think I'd be Steel if I'm gonna be real. Like I don't know. I think two of my favorite types are Steel and Ghost. And if I were like a gym leader, it would be a coin toss between those two. But if I were like an actual Pokemon myself, like Mystery Dungeon style, I think Steel would be the best, just because it's the best defensive typing. I'm a guarded person. I'm like a steel trap. I got that memory on lock. Y'all know this. I don't know. I could vamp for a little bit longer if y'all need more time.
No,
I know
could
my
cook.
choice.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I gotta be a little bit edgy, but I'd be I'd be dark type or I'd be psychic type. I feel like I love psychology and I like the deep conversations and I love like the concepts of psychic. So I feel like that's what I would want to be. But I think I'd end up just accidentally being an edgelord and just being dark type. So I it would just land on that one, you know. But shout out to Ghost type because it's really, really cool. I just don't think I actually fit the vibe. I'm not spooky enough. I like Halloween, but you know, we're not there yet. I haven't leveled up.
Yeah, I feel like Ghost type would put me in a box, and like I don't know, you know.
Cody, what about you, brother?
It'd be a grass type. I like.
Oh,
grass
yeah.
types.
Yeah, that's a vibe
I
actually.
like being in the sun. I like
Hell yeah.
I like drinking water. Be a grass type.
Yeah, see, as basic as it is, I think I would be a normal type. Just a normal type Pokemon. Be like a
Nothing wrong
slacking.
with that.
I like sleep a lot, you know what I mean? I
like
use
that.
rest, and then I just wake up into a rage.
Go into a rage when you haven't had your
Yes.
coffee.
Now, I have a few more questions for you guys. The
All right.
second one is, if you could have any anime power, like any power in anime, you can use a system and then have your own power that you've kind of thought about before, or just
Oh,
pick
man.
someone else's power. What would it be?
I got this one. I
Shit.
just talked about this
Go for it.
recently. So if you guys aren't ready. So honestly, the more I think about it, chakra, I think, is just my favorite power system. I love it. It's just like it's so diverse and like multifaceted with the things that you can do. Like even though I've gone as far as like making like my own devil fruits and I have my whole devil fruit system, I feel like I would rather just like be able to use chakra in like the way I love like the different nature types. I definitely feel like I would be wind like nature type. I mean, I guess like our main character Naruto, I got that main character syndrome. But nah, like but not even with the tail beast or none of that stuff. I just love the versatility and the different ways that you can apply chakra. I feel like it's like a super imaginative like power system with something that's like really easy to relate to. So it's like an easy place to base it off of. Like you can make the argument Nin's like the best power system in anime, but no one can deny that that shit's just complicated as heck. So like so with chakra, I like its simplicity, but the way you can expand upon it and just like the Naruto verse in general, I think it's super, super cool.
Yeah, good answer. Solid answer, brother. Vex, Cody?
I want to hear Cody first, because I could go two ways on this, and I think he might be in the same mind with as me. So Cody, you go first.
The like first instinctual answer to me was like, how could I not want to be a Super Saiyan? And then I was like, well, I gotta be on brand. I would want Infinity. Dog, I literally I could teleport,
Yeah.
I could fly. Infinity is it. I want to be Gojo so fucking bad. Like, that would just be it.
We just looked
Honestly,
up
real,
Cody
bro.
to the
It's
sky
real.
like.
You just go, man.
Vex, do you want to go next, or you want me to go?
I recently, like, I love Nen, and I fully do believe that it is the single best power system. But like what Jakoby said, it's like it is very complicated, and I have written my own tabletop role-playing game rules system for Nen, and I could not complete it.
Waiting for
I got like
Hajime.
80% of the way. Yeah,
So hard.
I got like 80% of the way through, like mechanically setting all of this shit up, and oh my god, is it just impossibly complex. And I am somebody who gets a lot of analysis by paralysis, or what, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and like
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
for
think
real.
that I think I'm smart, but I'm not like witty enough to be able to fully utilize Nen in a battle.
I'm saying.
But I do think that a system that can give me almost all of that, but is just a little bit more streamlined and more flashy, is I would have a stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
All right.
And
all right,
I've
That's
I've
a stand.
thought long and
Walking
hard. Oh,
That's
no.
insane.
Why?
I'm sorry, bro.
It'd be the three
wow.
blind mice from freaking Shrek.
No, okay. I've actually built a stand, and it is based around my disability. And it specifically rounds out the fact that I don't have great eyesight. And
For all our
accounts for
blind
that. So-
listeners.
it would be something akin to like a colony type stand, where I would have several different satellites that could float around. One of them could like sense heat, one of them could sense like electromagnetism, and like I would just be able to like cover all of the spectrum except for visual light.
Yeah.
And get all of that
Needs that.
information. And so I could piece the world together through everything that y'all can't see.
Yeah,
So we'll
see,
just
I
call you
like
Tom.
that.
See how y'all like it. Yeah.
No,
Is
well,
your
see-
stand just tough?
That's kind of why I made the joke, because I was like, I bet knowing Vex, like, and knowing how stands work, it would be something that
That's sick.
that secures the part of him that is weaker than others. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what stands are. You know, they provide you with that part that you're missing.
That's support.
so that is-
support.
That joke had layers,
Yeah, and-
y'all.
Peak.
They
Like an
wouldn't
onion.
be like, yeah. And the satellites would be able to, like, they wouldn't really be super durable. So I wouldn't be able to just like slam them into things. But if they were to like focus on one dude specifically, if all of them were to like orbit around one guy instead of me, maybe
You
I
took
could
him.
like microwave his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like, but it's not like a really durable or offensively powerful or even very fast stand. It just makes me able to be, you know, like that's my favorite kind of main character. If I were to be a main character, is like just the guy who has information that other people don't and utilizes that as their superpower. You know, I don't
which is
need a
one of my
cracked ability.
favorite tropes in anime is like people who are like, I don't need a cracked. Yeah, exactly. I don't need a cracked ability. I'm smart.
Mhm.
Like I love that
Yeah,
trope. So
just know how to
very,
use it.
Yeah, very solid pick. I was gonna come on here and do the whole domain expansion, My Little Pony jar, but I actually put thought into mine.
Yikes.
I chose Nin, and I would have a bubble wand, right? And the bubbles I blow would contain explosive elements or gases.
Okay.
Maybe they're bubbles made of
Okay.
mercury at times. Maybe they're bubbles made of lead. So they would be able to effectively take from
Okay,
the entire
Bakugo.
elemental. Yeah. The entire elemental spectrum, though, right? So you could give someone radiation sickness by hitting them with a fucking like uranium bubble.
Ooh.
You're
So I like
Uranium.
I like chemistry, I like physics, and I was trying to tie that into the power system, like
Okay,
Dex had
I
said
see
with
you, I
his
see you.
intelligence
I
and stuff.
was-
So I was like, I wonder how I can do this.
So I was thinking of a sort of a similar thing with the satellite idea that I had for my stand ability,
Mhm.
and I would call it like free radical. and
that's
it
cool.
would basically be like it would steal valence electrons from people, and
Hey.
if I did that enough, I could just like cause them to. Yeah, I didn't
With
really go
instead, free
too
radical.
it's bad. It's a long con though.
Just don't let go. You've got the music in you, Vex.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of
That's
free
new
radicals.
radicals.
Yeah. That is new radicals. You're right. All right. So last question for you guys. And then we can get into the meat of the episode is, what's one anime that you think deserves a remake? Now, I have to give a shout out to my homie Jakoby right here, because he made a video on this and I was like, that is a great topic and I want to know what you guys think.
Where are we starting?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jakoby, you've shared your take before in a video. Why don't you go ahead and explain to the boys?
Yeah, so if we're just talking like a reanimation but not a retelling of the story or anything, I think the number one easiest pick, like it's just a slam dunk, Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Yu Yu Hakusho deserves like a modern animation, but like the story at like it's exactly perfect how it needs, like how it already is. It just needs a fresh like coat of paint basically for the new generation. I think no matter how you cut it, even though like we like the nostalgicness of like that old animation quite a bit, the newer gen didn't grow up with that, so they don't have that same feeling, so they're not as like willing to go back and watch stuff like that, even though it really is so good and genuinely has inspired all the stuff that we're probably about to talk about. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho I think is the basic answer, or like the easiest answer for that. I can go into like my other two honorable mentions, but I'll let you guys cook first. I don't want to take anything from y'all.
Yeah. Cody, Vex?
Rephrase the question to me. My headphones died for a second, and I heard Jacoby's answer. I didn't hear the question.
What is an anime that you think deserves a remake, remaster, retelling?
Oh man. I can spit an easy answer really quick. This is a crazy one for me because like there's like so many things that I think could be done more justice with today's industry, but I think that the Soul Eater anime deserves an actual proper adaptation. And
preaching right now.
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Especially with the hype that Fire Force is getting, rightfully so, and stuff like that. In the past season, and whenever season 3 part 2 comes back, I really think that anime, although I enjoyed it, still obviously doesn't compare to the manga. And if there was like an actual, like like a Full Metal Alchemist 03 versus Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment, if we got like a Soul Eater Brotherhood, I think that would go over really, really, really well.
Facts.
Man, I didn't expect Vex to come with that much heat. Ooh.
Yep, that was one of my honorable mentions that I wanted to leave off the board because I had faith in you boys, because I knew it's like Soul Eater, man, like it's so good, but that ending just like they rushed the heck out of it. It was crazy.
Cody?
All right.
Oh, I don't know. It's like my heart says Reborn, but like I really I'd want Inuyasha to be redone. Because we got Inuyasha the final act, and there's such a discrepancy between the animation style of the final saga being told versus the 197 episodes that we have portrayed to us throughout the beginning. I would love to see a reanimation, especially with the success Yashahime had. I would love to see how animation would carry over. Also, like, everyone fanboyed over Gojo, but like, let's not forget about the OG Sesshomaru. Woo!
Honestly, that's facts.
New
New gen of simps would be insane if Inuyasha got remade. It would be crazy.
They need to keep. But like, I don't know if they need to keep the third outro. They absolutely need to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They need to keep the intro by everyone's favorite band, V6. I want to change the
world. So I have two answers for this actually. If they're doing, I need a faithful manga adaptation of Zatch Bell. like really bad,
Real.
because they
Real.
I knew he was
changed the
gonna say
ending
it.
for the anime.
Yeah,
I knew
that
I was.
Yep.
So that's my basic answer, because I always have to bring up Kaiju No Gash, no matter what. It's one of my favorite series. But I really want to see a remake or retelling of Akira. I think that it's been untouched because it's such an iconic animation, but I think that the movie has kind of eclipsed just how
good news
well
for you.
done the manga is. Don't you tease
Good
me
news
right
for
now.
you. That's a thing. That's actually a thing. We don't have a confirmed date. I believe we do have a confirmed studio,
What?
but
real?
yeah, they're redoing Akira.
Are you?
It's like
I'm gonna.
it's probably not.
we-
It's probably not going to be until like 2027. Like,
Chat,
don't get your hopes up for any time
give it
soon.
any time.
But it does
Yeah.
exist.
That's
It is
insane, dude. I did not know that. That literally made my whole night. Like, that's
It could
insane to
get
me.
dropped, but from what I've seen, like on Mal and stuff like that, like it exists. It just
Mal.
I don't know. It's in very early stage right now because they don't even have like they don't have anything except for I don't even think they have a key visual yet. So
Yeah,
That's
but,
insane.
keep
There
it.
is a movie that's still happening, apparently.
No, there is
Yes.
not.
No?
They
Is it
had
Capellini?
so Warner Bros had the right to make a live action Akira movie for 15
Mhm.
to 20 years. I can't remember what it was, but they've been talking about making a live action Akira since like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
And they recently had attached Taika Waititi to it to direct it, and I mourned completely when I found that out, because I do like Taika as a director, but I don't feel like he could adapt that specifically with how Akira is and the story that has to be told with it. And they recently, because Taika dropped out of the project, they have lost the rights to make a live action Akira.
Damn.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's,
So
baby.
yeah, I just
I'm
pulled it up
Canadasaur.
on. Wild.
live in
I just pulled it up
Neo-America.
on my anime list. There is no known information about it whatsoever, except for it says it's gonna be Studio Sunrise.
Ooh, what else they do?
Yeah,
A
give me
lot.
some examples.
lot.
Pick a banger.
They did Code Geass. That's like the most famous thing I can think of off the top of the
there we
dome.
go.
I'm happy. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
there
happy.
we go. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm
There it
locked in. Yeah.
Yep.
Cowboy Bebop,
Oh my
know,
God.
Gintama.
I have heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard both
Yeah,
of
you
those,
might have heard of
actually.
it.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this?
Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this?
So that's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. So I believe
Well, I'm
that brings us to the end of the icebreakers tonight, boys.
I had one
And
more honorable
into-
mention really quick.
Oh yes,
We
please.
don't
I would
even
like to
speak
hit one
much
too.
on it,
Yeah,
but
go ahead, Max.
I think they really should redo Ghost Stories.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
But
Keep the dub.
No, keep
No, it's perfect.
no.
Keep the
But
dub.
listen, yes, keep the dub. Redo the sub to fit the dub. Is what I'm saying.
You know, that might be fair. That might be fair.
I was gonna say Dr. Slump, but I was like, man, Sandlands didn't do that well. I don't know how everyone would.
Yeah, that's true. I was disappointed with Sandlands. That's true. I only watched like the first episode, maybe half the second one as well. And I was
I
like,
heard
"Oh,
nothing
man."
about it.
Yeah,
Right.
it fell off real fast, which sucks because it was Akira's like last project, that and Daima. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a really good
Yeah.
game.
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
My honorable mention is Dead Man Wonderland. That anime was done so
Ooh.
dirty. The manga also, like from what I've heard as far as the ending is concerned, maybe not the best, but Dead Man Wonderland was a 12 episodes of so much fun and chaos and story and setup for absolutely nothing, because it completely horrible fan reception, and then the studio went bankrupt in like 2015, so just like fully sealed the deal that stuff's never coming back. But if we could get a full redo of that and like faithfully adapt the manga, dude, that's the other one. We need that, but it'll never happen.
Let's get a third Hunter x Hunter going. Like we had the 99, we had the 2011. Let's get a
Let's get a
2026.
2027. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be mad.
Player level animation.
Your Rara would be really good if they had an actual localization team.
Ooh.
Like, there were so many points in that show where I was like, how the heck am I supposed to read the subtitles that are being covered up by the subtitles on the TV when it's all throughout the cell phone? And I'm like, Get a real
Brutal.
localization. Yeah.
Actually, let's get Full Metal Alchemist the 03 version redone, not as Brotherhood,
Yeah,
as its
yeah,
true
not
self.
Brotherhood. How God and
How God intended is crazy. Oh man.
back OG Full Metal Alchemist, dude. Oh my god.
No, I think there's a lot of stuff that if it were to be redone today would really make some waves. I think
yeah.
Paranoia Agent is also like a crazy example.
Great pull. Great pull. There you are. There you are.
Yes, yes. I had to hit the banyo, my bad. Yeah, I think
no
Paranoia
worries, bro.
Agent, especially like it's one of those seinen that just like once you watch it, because I remember watching it the first time, I was like the first like 10 episodes, I was like, what is going on? And then once what happens in Paranoia Agent happens, it's like, yo, yeah. It just it changed the game for me on what storytelling was when I watched that. 'Cause I was like 13. It was decades ago.
Yeah, with modern day decades. We did it. We brought it back, y'all.
Decades.
But
We're
with
so
modern day
back, boys. The podcast
directing
started.
and animation and marketing, even because it's like sending like and just things of like the psychological genre were not as popular in like mainstream anime in general was not as popular like decades ago. So I think that it would be received extremely well today.
Yeah, I do as well. That like Scried or whatever it was.
Yep.
That would be
Scried or
really
whatever.
good. Yeah.
That shit was so peak, dude.
Sneak one more in. Hellsing.
Give me
Hellsing getting a
Hellsing would be
current
really good.
getting current like TB or like 1,000 Year Blood War level animation or some crap like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Give me Outlaw Star.
Valid.
You know what, we're getting the One Piece. Why don't we get the Bleach? Let's get
Dude,
the
I'm saying,
Naruto.
please
I'm
let me
just,
get
I'm,
the
gonna, I'm
Bleach.
just gonna say it. Sorry.
I'm right there
Hold
with
on,
We
you.
need
there
the big
is-
three to have peak animation. Please.
I believe there is a Naruto Redux it was also announced and we don't know anything about it.
Nah, it was
Like
gonna
the
be
Akira
4
anime.
episodes. It was just gonna be 4 episodes, and then they gave us a little teaser trailer, and then they were like, you know what? They'll forget about it. And we're like, we haven't forgotten. And they're like, nah, they're gonna forget about it because Boruto. And then they stopped doing Boruto's anime, and we're like, where's our remake? And they're like, it's 4 episodes, it's coming. And we're like, so and then now it's been 4 years, I think. It's been 4 years. Yeah, so life
That's
is good.
crazy.
We're never getting that remake.
Oh yeah, Vex. Ergo Proxy would be. I need to finish Ergo Proxy. I got like 4 episodes in, and I loved every minute of it.
Pass the
So-
3-up test.
It did, yeah, 100%.
For me originally it didn't, but it had Pretty Lady main character and I was a young child, so I stuck with it, and then it did turn out to be peak, but I'm not gonna lie, it did not have a strong start.
Speaking of that, someone said Elfin lied in the chat, and all I can remember is being like
Oh, no.
17 and it starting out. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, naked lady, and then she slaughters everyone. And I'm like, oh my god,
Even better.
yeah, even better. I went from
Problem
this
for me is
to
I-
this.
My only issue is I wasn't 17, I was like 13, and I'm like, this is a canon event.
Yeah, this is a canon moment. Oh goodness! So
crazy.
that I believe leads us into, boys. We did a 3-episode test.
Air horns in the
last
chat
time.
crew. Let's freaking go.
Wow.
First 3-up
On-
test.
Yes, on Gunsword, which was suggested by Mr. Jakoby DJ.
Good X Sword.
Gun X Sword, Hunter X Hunter.
Well, see, that's
Actually-
different because I don't know what the author intended with the X and Gun X Sword, but Tagashi has stated
X
that the
Gun
X is
X
like
Sword
punctuation.
It sounded cool, bro. It sounded
Yeah.
cool. What more do you need?
Exactly. That's why I have a lot of
X-Sword.
notes.
It counts.
A
Yeah,
lot
so-
of notes
so boys-
on Gun X Sword.
Just for some context, if you missed last episode or anything like that, Gun X Sword was something that I did recommend to the boys. It's a classic like mech anime from like the early 2000s, and kind of just one of those that's like a nostalgic pull for me because it was just an OG and something that I like at least really enjoyed for what it was at that time. And I'm super like we all watched it together, and I'm super eager to like genuinely hear their thoughts because we watched it, but we mostly stayed quiet on like our real opinions. Everyone took their notes, so like this will be my first time genuinely hearing what the boys thought
Yeah.
about it. So yeah,
So
let's
do
get
we want to
into it.
go episode by episode since it is only 3 episodes? Everybody cool with
We
it?
got
Yeah.
time.
I don't think we need to I'll just be broad about what I say. I don't need to hit like beat for beat or anything like that. But I think that it's very interestingly positioned in the era that it's in, because this was around like 03, and it's like anime for me at least, and in the areas that I was experiencing it didn't get really, really popular until like 05. And so it had a lot of like really big titles from the 90s that I saw clear influence from, like your classic mecha anime and also your classic space westerns. And I think that it did a lot well.
Yeah,
I'm going to finish out the season. It passed the test for me, but we're just there's so much going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
In my first episode notes, I actually did write that it felt a bit too close to both Cowboy Bebop and Trigun, specifically Trigun, because it starts out with the main character walking through a desert, lonely, and like coming up to these people and like meeting them. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I also will probably finish the first season. I think it is only one season, so I will finish the series. The animation, some points I do want to say is animation is stunning. I really do enjoy the MC. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I don't. Oh, Vaughn.
Or Bond.
Yeah, I just saw it written in my notes. I like him and Wendy. They're both very cool
Vaughn
protagonists.
of the Dawn.
Vaughn of the Dawn. That was a good one too. The gag where his name, his epithet, kept changing. That was so good.
It's such a good little piece of this story that like is almost meaningless, but also like it's just such a fun little like nugget of info.
Yeah, and I think really too, after the second episode is the intro one, it slaps. That intro song just, it hits. But they do this really cool thing, chat, in the visuals of the intro where they show silhouetted characters, and as you meet them in the episodes, you get the reveal of them in the introduction. So you have those spoilers like you do in modern shows almost, but they're concealed from you. You're learning as the show continues, and I really enjoyed that. It's a very interactive way to like do the introduction.
How is that not happening more? Because like that's such a groundbreaking thing, and that was in 2003. Like One Piece, please.
And it's easier to do. It's like like it's easier to just like throw up a silhouette, like a who's that Pokemon of a character, instead of a full colored image until later. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Guys, in my episode 3, it notes it says Chizuru Stevens.
Oh yeah.
What
the
a
names
name.
are kind of wild in it. We have to double check the subbed version and see what they're calling these people.
Chizuru Stevens.
Exactly.
Oh goodness. Cody, what'd you think of it, brother? You finished the whole season, didn't you?
I watched the whole thing in a day. I have my notes up here. I really like the premise of like the overarching story that it. Yeah,
it's Cody. Come on.
I don't watch stuff with you guys. I watch stuff.
He locked in.
He locked in. Yeah.
But the overarching story of like, you know, as we meet Wendy, we learn more about why Vaughn is on this quest of what seems to be just randomly like traveling from town to town, going on these random escapades, but they're not as random as they seem when the villain. I cannot believe the villain's name. I have to get this out right now. The Claw. What
the Not its best moment.
See, they even pulled inspo from Liar Liar.
And Toy Story.
But like, you know, the more that we get introduced to like the past and everything, Vaughn is such a well-developed character that by the end of it, I think for 26 episodes, what it sought out to do, it did it very well. And I think, honestly, I wouldn't need a Gunna X-Sword 2, but it left the door open for that possibility. And I was very, very content with how it ended. I'd say it's like a good 6 or 7. I'd probably more on 7. Like, I enjoyed it, but I don't need more of it. You know, I'm not like fiending,
that.
But it was really good.
Me excited to finish the series because that's one thing that I was kind of hesitant about with it. Is that like, is the season going to end on a cliffhanger? Is it going to end in a satisfying way that could potentially set up a second season, like you just said it does? So I'm really glad to hear that, and it makes me look forward to finishing the season even more now.
I have to agree with Cody so much, having like obviously been through it multiple times now. It's exactly what he said. Like the whole package is good as it is, and if for some reason it got picked up by someone, they could keep going, and it could probably be pretty cool there too, because the world they set up is a very interesting world.
Yeah, the world building, even from like the little bit we saw, was very intriguing.
It's like Trigun meets Gurren Lagann.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like
That's a
really,
great way to
really
put it.
happy with it.
I did write
I
down.
think
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna be real quick. I was like, I'm happy to hear Cody rate it just about where I rated it from just the 3-episode test. I was like, this is a solid 7.
Yeah.
With potential for more. If they really flub it up, which there's still 20 some odd episodes, then I could see it dropping. But like it had a lot of promise. So hearing that it stays pretty consistent, I'm that makes me look forward to it a lot more. It's just, man, I've got like 9 different shows I'm trying to keep up with right now.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I wrote down in my notes, it says, odd thing, why do 90s and oddies anime always have a weird slanted elevator that goes down on a platform? And I did notice this it's something I
That's
notice
funny,
every
dude.
time. It's true though. Like think about it. Akira has one. Like Code Geass, Evangelion. Like all of them have that weird like.
That's the future, Lucas.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
It's the future.
No, I think that it was because escalators were, and I don't have receipts on this. I think escalators were new back then, and they were like that shit's tight. Like we gotta do that, but cooler.
Sick, yeah.
That's so sick, dude.
You mean stairs that move? Like,
Yeah, whoa.
Now hear me
so
out.
we're gonna put we're gonna make
open.
It's an italic elevator.
An italicized
That's
elevator.
so funny.
That's so
funny.
good. Oh goodness.
I'm happy you boys enjoyed it. Cody, I'm super stoked that it was like enough for you to just dive all the way in and like watch the rest of it. I'm just happy to hear that like the first 3-ep test wasn't a total bomb, because not gonna lie, it is still an anime that I watched when I was really young and didn't have like legitimate opinions on anime. I was like, if it's animated, it's cooler than anything here.
Yeah.
So
It's the
gotta be
Animatrix.
good. Yeah, anime is always good, but no, I'm happy you boys enjoyed it. That's just like a sleeper one. I just never hear anyone talk about it, so I'm always happy to spread the word a little bit on some Gun X Sword.
I have to real fast shout out my homie Smokey Grand Line Bound. If you want some content that is amazing, go check out Smokey's arc reviews over on the Grand Line Bound channel. You can find a link in the description of this video. He's in every description of mine. Me and Cody were actually voice actors for his latest arc review, and it was such a good time. And yes, it was.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Well, you had a good time.
Oh my god. Wild.
Until Wappy comes back.
Wappy. Oh, it's
I mean, Ross.
Stick around for
whoop slap is Rock's Diesel back in the chat.
Wild. Stick
Wow,
around
she's
for
not
the
being
end
mentioned
of the pod, and we'll be playing another little game, and whoever wins that will be assigning more homework, and we're gonna do another 3-episode test for the next episode. Before we do any of that, we have so much shit to talk about, guys.
Yeah, I was
So
just
much
looking
stuff to talk about.
at the list of
Dude, like,
everything
the
we gave
world
3-ep tests
changed.
Oh my
Since
goodness.
our first episode of this podcast, there's just been like paragraph after paragraph of like little notes that I typed out, and I'm like, dude, we got to talk about this in the next episode.
Dude, same. I've genuinely never been more overwhelmed. It feels cringy to say that I'm like actually stressed out about the amount of anime I'm watching right now, but I am, dude, because it's all actually so good, and I'm like just feeling FOMO every 30 seconds when I'm like, oh, I've missed 2 episodes of this one now. Like, this is such an insane season, y'all. Like, I really cannot believe this. We're thriving. It's all been so good. Like, it really has.
But
Yeah,
it's like,
Horse Girls.
still stuff. Not even
Horse Girls is going
chill.
crazy.
Not even this season alone, but like the announcements of things that are on the horizon and confirmed for next year as well. Like 2026 is gonna. It's looking like it's going to be just as heat as this.
This
Which
train
is-
will not
it's-
stop, dude.
It's very intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. We're eating so good. It's just crazy.
Dude, chat is popping off. So many goats in
It
here
is.
already.
Yeah, we got the squad in here, man. Shout out the Drop Squad Pirates. Shout out the Eternal Dawn people in here.
That's what's up.
Much squad.
So, first one on the list is The Water Magician. Me and Vex gave this the 3-episode test. Did either of you guys check it out?
I have not,
No.
dude. I'm sorry. My
I'm gonna be
community's been
honest.
telling me about it, but yeah, I just haven't made it to it, man.
It passed the 3-ep test for me. I think I will continue the series, but I don't know if I will continue watching it till the end of the season. It had a lot of good
Gotcha.
moments that I enjoyed. Something that me and Vex both kind of agreed on is that it felt kind of lackluster and quick the way they set up the world, that it's an isekai, so the way they set up the world and stuff like that. The MC is very charismatic, and his relationship with the secondary protagonist is pretty well done from what I saw. Yeah, Vex, what did you think of The Water Magician, brother?
I see Red Rock Jet in the chat right here saying like the perfect word is generic, and like it's not bad by any means.
Yeah.
I would give it like a 6 based off of what we've seen, which was, I think we watched 4 episodes if I remember correctly.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So we got a little past, like it obviously passed the test. It's a fine watch. If you're looking for something, if you are feeling inundated and like there's too much peak for you to keep up with, it's a back burner one for sure. I've seen a lot of isekai, like a lot, and this is not at all blowing me away in the world building or character development department. There's a lot of conveniences that I think that they took, that it's easy to do that in this kind of trope, in this kind of genre and whatnot, and I'm not gonna like take points away, but it doesn't really come close to scraping the top for me. So it's fine, it's enjoyable. There are some interesting things. You see a lot of things carry over from one isekai to another, especially when they're rooted in fantasy, which a lot of them are. Some of it seemed a little too generic or convenient for me. So I can't really give it more than a 6. I'll probably finish it, but I'm not in a huge hurry to do so.
Yeah. I felt like the opening is a sleeper as well. The first time I heard it, me and Vex both were kind of like, we thought it was going to be peak, and then it did, but then by episode 3, we were both kind of like, this is kind of a bop. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a sleeper. Wait a minute. One thing I will give it huge credit towards, though, the environmental animation is stunning, gorgeous. The water, the way they animate it, and the surrounding areas.
I like to hear that.
Yeah.
That's enough for me sometimes, dude. I'm a simple guy.
Yeah, like Vex said, in my opinion, it's one of those animes you'd watch while, like, say you're editing a video or you're, working on a thumbnail or something like that. That would be something I put on where I'm paying attention to it enough to understand the story and get every beat, but it doesn't have my full, I'm locked in completely, I'm ready to theorize, I'm ready to figure out what's going to happen next kind of thing that I crave in a lot of anime.
I hear you in that.
Yeah, sadly, I'm not that fluent when it comes to isekai. I have never really found one that I was like, oh my god, that's amazing.
I told him, and I want to tell the audience as well. I'm like,
this guy.
If you're willing to continue on with this season, and Lucas is not a huge isekai fan, but he was still willing to continue to watch it, and he still liked what he saw. I was like, if you dig this even a little bit, please check out some of the actual good.
For
because
real.
there's so many isekai he hasn't watched, and I'm just like, dude, watch it. He's like, yeah, but that's an isekai. But if
there really are great ones now.
Yeah,
it's just
if you
stigmatized.
dig Water Magician and you're fine with that, there is so much above it in the genre, and I don't want to put it down. I'm gonna watch it.
Me and my wife
it's
also
like there's so much good shit out there.
Reincarnated as a vending machine recently, the first episode of that. And
it's good, dude.
It was super good. Yeah, I loved it. I might
I'm
actually
on
watch
season
the
2.
entire thing. Oh yeah, see, look, I'm thinking about watching the whole
I
thing.
binged it. I pulled a Cody and I watched episode 1 and I'm like, oh, and for the rest of the night, I second screened it. I'm not gonna lie, but it is a peak second screen anime.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Vending machine is it's exactly what it needs to be. That's the thing I like about you have to have that perspective with a lot of isekai is sometimes they're just supposed to be what they're supposed to be. They're not trying. They don't need to be One Piece. They don't need to be Gachiakuta. They are just, this is a crazy concept, and we're going to explore it in the most fun way possible. And Vending Machine freaking nails that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I was blown away. It's such a solid anime, man.
Yeah, my wife actually, it was the night that me and Vex had watched
My
that.
wife.
Yeah, my wife. It was the night that we had watched The Water Magician and another one that's on the list, but we'll get to that later. And I got off and I was like, yeah, the Isekai was good, but it's still like, it's another Isekai that just didn't hit it out of the park for me. And she's like, wait, have you seen that one about the vending machine? I was like, no. And she's like, neither have I. Let's watch it. So we watched the first episode. Oh my God. I was losing it like half the time. I was like, okay, this is the vibe. I like this.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It passes the vibe check.
Yeah. It's funny because like
Cody's
making my
like, no, it
TikTok
does not.
video about all the anime we're about to be watching, and like I started with that one because it was just the one that aired earliest within this season, and people was like, you make the title of your video the best season of anime of all time, and start with that time I got reborn as a vending machine, and now I wander the dungeon. And I was like, dude, I don't make the rules. It's decent.
Yeah, like I didn't make this up.
Yeah. I'm just reading the calendar, bro.
Sweet.
All right. Which one we diving into next, boys?
We could keep following the list if you guys want. Next is
Let's do it.
To Be Hero X.
Anime
my
of the
God.
year potential? GOAT potential?
100%. 100. No, like
On God.
the most recent episode that just dropped this week, as of this podcast, is episode 20. I'm gonna go on record and say it's probably the single best episode of anime I've seen in probably about 5 years, maybe more.
Dude,
It's
I'm hearing that
insane.
take everywhere. I'm on
What?
17, so I'm a bit behind, but I've seen the clips of these
I'm on
episodes as
3.
well. I know what they're talking about. Dude, To Be Hero X is just doing something different
peak.
right now.
It's so
actually
insane,
freaking peak,
dude.
Dude, I believe it, Vex. Like, you and I have been on the same page with it the whole time, so if you're gassing this like the way you are, dude, I know it's that.
I praised Frieren when it came out because it's like it's hard to tell one really solid story, and Frieren was doing double time. They were telling us 2 really solid stories, one retroactively and one in the present, and it showed significant character growth throughout both for our newbies and for our veteran, and I really loved the way that they delicately wove that. To Be Hero X is telling like 10 stories, and all of them feel that impactful in my opinion. Like, it's like maybe not initially at first, but let it cook, dude. It's so ridiculous what they've accomplished.
I would argue that the only issue with To Be Hero X in our context is it's not a fair contributor to the 3-episode test because of the fact that it's following like a character for only about 3 to 4 episodes, and then it switches. It's like a world building thing. Like, it's one of those that you would actually have to tell someone, like, you got to watch the first season. You just have to watch the first season and then judge it, you know? And then and it seems like that's pretty much gonna just be the story. So you just need to watch it. Like, just lock in, like, let it cook. And once you get it, like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
What about you, Cody? Did you watch it yet?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
it's pretty good. I don't want to speak on it since you're only on episode 3. It's pretty good. You have a lot.
No, you
to
can,
look
brother. I
forward
don't mind.
to. I mind.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Wouldn't want to spoil for any.
Oh, I love you, brother.
And it's also like such quality content. Like, it's worth just experiencing it. Does it pass a 3-up test? 1,000,000%. Like,
I said to Vex too, because I went to school for animation. I'm sure you guys all have heard me talk about it before. And To Be Hero X, in the way that it uses mixed mediums, is an animator's wet dream. Like, just to be completely transparent, like the way that they switch so fluently
And
between
craft.
styles, and it.
All I have to say is I hear what you're saying. You have not seen shit yet. Like,
You haven't,
this
you
show.
haven't.
That's why you guys
Like,
are so
when I
quiet.
was-
You're like, oh, you don't even know yet, brother.
I was around episode 5 or 6 whenever I was really trying to push to get you to watch it, and then I got to like episode 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever, and shit really started to pick up. By time you actually got to where you're at now, which is 3 episodes deep, I at that point when I was like 9 episodes in had no possible way of predicting the scope of how peak this shit is. And so
it
like
just keeps going up. Like, it really
it's wild.
does. Every episode is like
me,
another groundbreaking thing.
Without a doubt, this is my anime of the year. Like, there's still 4 more episodes, and if they're even a fraction as good as episode 20 was, which I'm sure they will be, this is anime of the year. For me, I'm calling it right now. This is top 1. I don't know if it's gonna get the popular vote, but for me specifically,
if the anime year
100% what I'm calling
today, I'm there with you too. Like with we're gonna talk about some other things today that I think have the potential to surpass it for sure. But if the year were to stop today, right now, it's To Be Hero X without a doubt for me as well. Anime of the year.
I have one other contender, which we'll definitely talk about, but it's like it's about the potential, But yeah, it's insane. If you have not checked it out yet,
highly
do
recommend.
yourself a favor. It's
I
20 episodes in right now. There will be 4 more episodes. And I believe, I don't know, I'm not tapped into the community because I don't want spoilers, but I believe there's a ton of source material for them to convert. And this is already like the 3rd part of I've never seen like any of the other To Be Hero stuff, but there's like 2 other shows entirely before To Be Hero X. Wow. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't stop here. There's going to be something after To Be Hero X, I would assume, just based off the sheer amount of source material that they have to convert.
Yeah. I wasn't vibing with it at first, with like when we were watching it, just the style of it. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of the anime style in 3D. I think it can work if done correctly. But at first I was like, this is kind of jarring. I don't know if I'm going to. And by the end of the episode, I was fully invested in the characters. I was fully like emotionally invested. By the end of the second episode, I was crying for some of the characters. I'm not going to spoil anything just because chat hadn't seen it, but like it, and then one other anime on the list that we all watched, I think completely pass a 1 episode test.
Dude, so valid. So valid.
One Piece is better, Crow. I love me some One Piece. We're going to talk about some One Piece too. Don't you worry.
We're going to get there. Don't y'all worry. We have things to say.
We got things to say because Mommy Robin has entered the chat in live action, but we'll get there.
Blessed be.
Blessed be. Next up, The Lord of Mysteries. This is the other one I was going to say. Off of 1 episode, I think this could be anime of the year. I literally was writing notes for the anime we were watching that night because same night we watched Water Magician, me and Vex started Lord of Mysteries. He had already seen some of it, and I sadly only got to watch 1 episode. And my only notes was, holy shit. I have no idea what I was saying it about, but I just wrote down holy shit and then locked in on the entire thing.
Dude.
And
that's how all 3 of the first 3 episodes feel. Like,
I'm like 5 episodes in, and the way I pitch it to people, because I can't explain any of the story without going on a full monologue about things I don't fully understand yet. But I do fully believe that they are peak, but it's not peak that makes sense to me yet. But I'm letting them cook, and they're doing such a mystery.
Like, I'm not sure, but I might be experiencing peak right now.
But mystery is literally in the title, so story wise, I can't sell you on anything because I'm not that confident in much of my knowledge. But it's gripping. There's that. But visually, this is how it feels to chew 5 gum, the anime.
Fucking real, dude.
What did you say, Cody?
It's grippy. I was quoting that J. Cole song. Popular one.
Grippy, so her name in my phone is Grippy. No. So Kush Daddy in the chat said every episode is just me and Vex going, what the fuck? Kush, you were there when I watched that first episode.
Dude, literally.
Same.
That's exactly how it goes, bro.
Like, within the first 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure I said that phrase at least 12 times. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
apparently they had to like adapt 75 chapters in the first 3 episodes, so like that's why it feels so light
Jesus
speed.
Christ.
I've got like some people in my comments who have been giving me like deep, like, so the Lord of Mysteries community is a very interesting on the internet. I'll tell you that. Like, they are riding for this like IP. It's crazy. Like, you can tell they've been waiting for this for a while, and it seems like it's mostly delivering for them. Dude, yeah, we got a whole Avengers timeline for Lord of the Mysteries. 6 seasons and 3 movies. So the next decade, a whole decade,
decade
guys.
of
We
Lord
might
of
be getting some more,
Mysteries.
like they're already planning it out. But
Let's
for them
go.
having covered like 75 75 chapters of a light novel, like within like the first 3 episodes, it was like some contract thing because there's so much for them to adapt. They're like, we need to get into this story. We can't spend a season setting up, you know.
Yeah.
But even with that, if you make it through the 3rd episode, I think the pieces at least start to come together enough for you to like be willing to keep going on it as far as the story is concerned. Even though, like Vex said, I can't even start to tell you about what the story is, but it's like cohesive enough by episode 3, and then apparently from 4 on,
Yeah.
like the pacing's a lot more realistic. I have only watched up to 3. I haven't I haven't been able to make it to it for no other reason. But dude, the animation is like it's rivaling
Insane.
for me to be Hero X as far as best animation of the year so far. And obviously we have things like, you know, Demon Slayer on the way and stuff. So like there's gonna be contenders.
Dude, that movie was so good. Holy smoke! If y'all, Demon Slayer's gonna be peak. I'm very excited.
Boo, Wendy
It's gonna be
Texter.
insane. It's gonna be insane.
I've
dude.
heard good things about it. While I'm not the biggest fan of the Demon Slayer story and stuff like that, I will say that their animation has always been crispy.
It's
Like,
a
they
fun
know what
watch.
they're doing.
It's just a fun watch.
The last
So-
2 arcs really fell flat for me from translating to manga because I picked up the manga as the manga was ending right after the Entertainment District had been animated. Because I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe because fell off. And I was like, oh yeah, Daki's just a hot lady, whatever. But the anime got me
Yeah,
like,
she is.
whoa, this is so great. And then I read it and I was like, oh,
Yeah, see
Shonen.
that I read through the whole thing because so many people had recommended it to me when I first started making content on One Piece.
Mhm.
And just like Cody said, I read up through the Entertainment District arc and I was like, this is not that bad. I think the Entertainment District arc was the best showing that the manga had given me so
Agreed.
far. And then once I hit the last 2 arcs and the ending, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
For me, like, I really don't care that much about the story, but that's not my experience with Demon Slayer. It's a good
Yeah.
enough story to where I'm interested, and like I've avoided spoilers, so like I'm anime only. I don't know
Yeah.
what like necessary. I know light things, but I don't know like the big twists and the big reveals. And even if it's like your generic shonen trope, I don't think it'll bother me because like I'm watching Demon Slayer for the simplicity. It's a fun
Yeah.
story. It's not the best story or anything groundbreaking, but it's fun. It's a cool enough world and a cool enough power system. And then visually, I mean, it's just
Stunning.
It's some
Yeah,
of
it's a
some of
stunning
the
animation.
best animation out there. Like
I think it's a story that's because the story is such a basic shonen plot line. I think the animation
that.
it needed that boost in the animation and how they do the animation. Like, and
I think that's
obviously
fair.
there are good moments in Demon Slayer. Like, I'm not going to say spoilers, but there are a lot of good moments that were heartfelt and like well written for me and stuff. But I think as an overall story was very lackluster. I was going through it myself.
And Ufotable just knows how to print money. Like you just know that, like, you know, after
on
every
the real.
single thing of Fate that they've had, like
Facts.
Fate F-016-9. Like, you have to watch this one 7th.
this is Saber of the White, and this is White Saber.
Saber.
They're 2
Totally
completely different characters.
This is 2 Arthurs. Neither of them are related.
These 2 pictures are not the same.
And I know they look exactly the same, but they are not the same
They're
person.
not the same.
But yeah, Lord of the Mysteries, I think, is completely anime of the year contender. Just
100%.
because of the animation go hard.
Yeah.
Stupid dummy
Animation
thick
go hard.
animation. Yeah.
Dummy
like,
thick.
The music too. I
Yes,
mean,
yeah,
like
the
the music
soundtrack.
is really something
Yeah.
that stands out. I think altogether, it seems very well put together. I can't speak, like I said, with much confidence about the story, but what I like, and it's not like a spoiler, but it's like I feel like I'm in the same seat as the MC because where I'm at, he doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
But he's like,
real.
he's figuring it out.
He's like, I am the fool.
He's getting on his own feet. And he's just like, shit, dog. Is that how that happens? Like, and like, so it's like, I do feel fully confident that this will become a 10 out of 10, but I'm reserving giving it that only being 5 episodes in.
Not there
It's
yet.
easily a 9 for me already though. Like easily, which is so crazy because it's like I don't like handing out 9s or 10s so quickly, but it's like it's so well deserved already.
I think it's close. I think the story's a little. I mean, I have to take a couple points off for them doing the pacing thing they did. You you know, as much as I want to glaze it for like it just looking fantastic, I gotta remind myself that there's more than just beautiful animation. So like again, to your point, Vex, I think it has 9 potential and 10 out of 10 potential without a doubt. But I got to keep it at an 8 right now on the simple fact of like you got to be willing to just kind of go along. Like you're just strapping it on a roller coaster and just figuring out where you end up. Like you'll see, like God knows, like we're in the front seat with the MC, just figuring it all out.
I will say that first episode is a 10 out of 10 for me. That is a 10 out of 10 way to open a series completely.
I agree with that.
I feel completely intrigued, lost in the best way. Like, you know, sometimes you feel lost in a story and it doesn't feel the best. You're like, why they could have explained it like this earlier once you find out what's going on. But this one actually had me like, was literally like 2 nights ago, I was laying in bed, but like, why did this happen? Why did this?
I mean, that's another thing is I would rather them not attempt to try to spoon feed us anything and to like, I'd rather them string us along simply because the name is literally Lord of Mysteries. Like if you don't go into that expecting to be a little confused from time to time, I don't know what you're doing.
It's not Steins Gate. It's not a vague title. It's it's very straightforward. Lord of Mysteries, there's gonna be mystery.
Yep.
So
it delivered.
It delivered, yeah. Next up on the list is season 2 of Dandadan, which I think is doing fantastic. The band showing up, oh my god, I had been waiting for them to appear, and tasty. That said, I think the new opening is not a banger. I think the ending is.
That's cap.
I don't know, bro.
I have to confess.
I'm gonna fight you on it.
I haven't been watching any of Dandadan. I've just been keeping up with the manga.
That's fair. The
You're
manga's
playing yourself,
right
but
now.
also, the manga's going crazy, so you haven't played yourself that much.
Yeah, exactly. The manga's going wild right now.
I'm gonna be real.
Go ahead.
I really tried to keep up with it, and then I was just like, I've already seen all this. I don't care.
I think the anime is not as good as season 1, and I wasn't the hugest fan of season 1. A lot of people were glazing the shit out of it last year, and it's good. I gave it an 8. I can't really even give this season that much credit. I think it's okay. I don't think it's peak. I think it's good though.
I humbly disagree with you guys.
No, I was going to say, knowing what I know and stuff like that, I think how they're going to end this season is going to be the sign of how well the anime adaptation is going to do, if I'm honest, depending on what event they end on. Without saying
I'm anime only, but I've heard that like the back half of this season is looking like it's going to be one of those things that's like more setup kind of, I guess, for whatever future stuff is. And again, I don't really know. I've just kind of heard that. So like that is a thing that's kind of hinging on like the tail end of this season. I don't know. I as an anime only, I'm having so much fun with Dandadan. It's not a 10 out of 10. It definitely has its issues, but it's just genuinely so fun. And I will say, if you're not watching it in dub, you're hurting yourself.
The dub cast like kills it, man.
Dude, they kill it, and just like the language is so relatable. It's like they speak just like we did to each other in high school, like literally just like that, but like modern day.
That's how
like,
the manga is as well. That's literally how the manga is as well.
Yeah, and the manga does read like that. I've read the first volume, so I do know how like the manga like presents it, and I love it to death, dude. Like it's just so much fun, man. The band part was sick. Did y'all hear about the drama going on with all of that?
No,
they got sued.
They're getting sued right now for copyright. So they based the band off of a real band in Japan, and but they didn't give them any credit. And then the song apparently sounds a lot like one of that same band's songs, so it feels kind of like a ripoff. And like the band started live tweeting about it because they were even like, dude, like we love the anime. We would have really liked to like be a part of this if they just reached out, but apparently no one reached out to them, and the song seemed like it's been taken off of like all streaming platforms in Japan, i.e. Like Spotify or like whatever their music apps are over there. It's already been taken down.
That's wild.
Not my YouTube music.
So that's some unfortunateness. The flip side, and I think somebody said that in chat too.
Spyro said it in chat.
Had the lead singer of Dragon Force in it in the English dub, and I mean that's super damn cool. Like that is it was a fun scene that was such a fun episode. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I think Dandadan's doing great. I think it's a really, really solid 8 out of 10 this season. And shout out the grandma, dude.
The arc that they are, I had only watched the first 4 episodes of the season. What episode are they on now?
Like 5 maybe.
9.
Right
No, I just watched episode 7 and I'm dub only.
Okay.
So they're probably like a week.
No,
it's a simuldub.
It's simuldub.
Yeah, so they're on 7 right now, 7 or 8.
What's going on in the anime at the moment?
It's the evil eye. They're dealing with getting Gigi like being.
Okay.
Being
You want
able
me to be
in the world.
completely real? It's a whole lot of nothing.
This is one of the weakest arcs of the entire
that's what I've
series, if I'm
heard.
being honest. That's why I said it's very important on how they end the season. And I think if they end with the ending of the evil eye, it will hold up and season 3 will be good. But if
I'm just waiting for this short little fat kid to show up, and once he does, that's when I know I gotta binge. You knew it. I was like, that is it. It's we're getting there, but I'm okay with waiting because like the story immediately like it just full throttles, and then they finally ask the question of like the whole anime. It's so.
All right, I'm gonna say one word to Cody because he'll understand. I think season 2 is gonna end with Vamola.
That's insane. They can't.
Yeah. he's like, oh. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Hang out over here.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah. So
not me having been casually spoiled by Lucas before, plugging my ears, going la 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 la.
It's the way you gotta do it.
Yeah. Did you know that Tritoma is Luffy's mom?
I have heard that.
I did a whole video about that, brother. Wow, crazy. All this
Yeah.
That video was about Roxas Devil.
She's actually Luffy's dad, and Tritoma is Dragon.
Crocodile. She's Crocodile.
Simple.
Confirmed. That's why he wears the snake earrings. No. In the live action, the female crocodile has snake earrings. It's Tritoma.
It's Tritoma. But like, as Vex said, it is a whole it feels like it can look like a lot of nothing is going on right now in Dandadan, but at the same time, I think this is a really good world and relationship building moment, and I think they're doing it well. Like specifically, maybe I think it was 2 episodes ago. We got like a really cute like Okarun and Momo moment, and I like thoroughly enjoyed just like again like seeing like this high school like romance like starting to blossom, and then being nervous and weird and awkward. It's just I'm eating that stuff up. I'm really enjoying that. So even with it not being a lot of action per se, it's just like I like the arguably like world building that they're doing right now. It's just setting me up for more fun.
I will be 100% honest with you too. Tatsu, the mangaka, he writes that romance so well that there were parts in the manga where I'd be reading and it'd be a very heavy, intense physical battle or something like that. And I'd be like, yeah, but what's going on with Okarun and Momo? I need to know. They almost held hands and I need to see if they're going to do it or not. Like, are they going to hold hands? Like, dude, yeah, Cody and me are
the craziest part is like, I don't give a fuck about the action in Dandadan. I'm here for the
romance. I want Okarun and Momo to just be together and be happy.
I get that as well, but it just feels so prolonged and put off, and like it wouldn't hit as hard if we were to just see everything happen right away or anything. I get that, but it's like I don't know, man. It feels a little trope-ish, where it's like, oh, they finally touched each other's hands, and you see in the animation how nervous she was and he was like full, like it's like I get it, but then as soon as that happens, boom, plot gets in the way, and I'm like, okay, cool, sure.
But that's every romance every single one of them.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I get it, but it's like it doesn't even feel like it's like, and some of the stuff that they pulled us away from, it's like these recurring characters, which cool, I guess. To capitalize on that, but like I'm not invested in these characters. Some of these characters, and I don't know. There was a really good scene with Gigi, and then they just brush right past it and never like I'm hoping some of these deeper moments become more common, because again, like Cody did say, I agree with what Cody said. I don't care for fight scenes in this anime. I'd rather see the character development. But it just feels like both are prolonging the other.
There is a turning point in the series. where the fight scenes, the Tatsu, I feel like, has a more well-rounded off way of blending the two together. So I
Yeah,
feel like
I think
once
so as well.
this tipping point happens, when we have, I hate to say when we finally have the full cast involved, but when we
Yeah.
have the full
There's a
cast
super
involved,
deep cast, right? It's like a
Yeah.
million freaking main characters in this shit.
Apparently we're not
8
even
or
halfway
9
there
at the
or some
moment.
shit.
Yeah, 8 or 9 at the
is
moment.
insane.
Um,
That worries me, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
That's too much.
He
I
he
don't
handles
much.
it just as well as no. I'd even actually dare to say he handles his ensemble cast better than Oda handles his ensemble cast. You never feel like a character sidelined.
each character actually
Without
gets the
reason.
spotlight they deserve
Exactly.
throughout the arc. They all have their
Exactly.
utility. They all have the character growth that they need to have. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like where Oda gets sidetracked and where he'll introduce other characters like Yamato or Carrot or any of these VV
Yeah.
to be introduced and then
honoraries.
left
All the
off.
honoraries.
Like,
Yeah.
we get
Mhm.
like actual like real developed side stories for each and every single character in Dandadan,
Yeah.
seamlessly transitioned into the main
There's-
plot. That's
there
what's
has been-
happening in the manga.
And Cody could probably attest to this. There has been moments in the manga where you meet a character, and within 2 to 3 chapters, you are fucking sobbing for that character. You are
I believe
so
it.
heartbroken
I
over
do.
him. It's.
I'll say
so
I have
well
nothing
done.
but faith in this. Like
Yeah.
I see peak in its future. I'm all the way in. Like I'm fully sold on it. Like they could give me a bad back 4 episodes and I'd still be watching 3. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I'm invested. I like this a lot.
Cody, I sent
Yeah.
you. a
Also,
picture,
shout
by
out
the way.
to Dandadan for the Ranma 1/2 reference. Can we be so real?
Yeah.
Papa, Ishogu.
It's so
Also,
good.
Rambo 1/2 reference. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I
the
didn't know
song
that.
that
Yeah,
Jimmy's
it's the
singing,
original opening to
Mhm. Ranma.
the original
Crazy.
opening to Rama.
That scene felt like a
Oh.
pipe dream. I'm not gonna lie.
Because he's literally a Ranma reference. It's so
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
I think that it's enjoyable. I still have it as like a 7 and with potential to hit 8. And 8 was where I
Fair.
rated season 1. So
Yeah.
like it's like it's not bad by any means for me, but I don't think it's not in my conversation for anime of the year. I wouldn't call it
It's
peak.
in mine. It's in mine.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I don't give
I
it
get it,
that
I
same
get it,
level
yeah.
of gas. I
Season
see
1
some
That's
people,
valid.
and a lot of
Should
it
have
was
one
coming
anime of
off
the year.
of season 1.
Just saying.
I
was
don't know if I
voting it-
agree with that either.
No, I do agree with that. It was my anime of the year last year
Same.
without a doubt, dude. I think episode 1 heard it without a doubt and did irreparable damage as far as that's concerned. If you get past that, season 1 was just some freaking peak, dude. It was. I don't know. I'm not afraid to say it. But I'm a glazed on it on. I like the show a lot. Lucas, you've been hyping me up on it for literal years at this point, though. Like I caught you at like the beginning of 2024 when like they just announced an anime like for it, and you made like a video on TikTok being like, "Mark my words, like this is gonna
This is
be
it.
one of the next ones that's in like the big conversation." And in my opinion, you were just absolutely right. As far as my circle is concerned, like all my friends, like my house, like the people and like my community in a lot of ways, like my people I talk to anime every week about, that one's like not getting skipped.
Yeah.
Dawned on Thursdays is huge.
Yeah, it's a peak, and I actually do recommend to anybody watching, if you are enjoying the anime this much, catch up on the manga, because
Read the
I
manga.
promise you, it's one of those ones that while I would love to see people just wait and watch the anime and stuff like that, it's one of those ones that if you experience it in that binge read, like I did when I was getting caught up,
Mhm.
or like Cody did, it just hits so hard. And it's one of the
Yeah.
best week to weeks that I
Dude,
personally.
it is actually. I was about to say, like on that coin flip. Yeah, the week to week for Dandadan is actually insane because the amount of double page spreads Tatsu
Dude.
gives us weekly.
Dude.
I'm saying we get
Weekly.
a double page spread with such detail on the likes of freaking Tabata, Miura.
Mhm.
Oda hasn't done like a full double page spread, but like on that like level of quality, it's
It's
literally
insane.
like some of the most beautiful fucking
Mm.
work I've seen
The,
on a
Dude.
week to week basis. It is
without-
insane.
without spoiling, obviously, Cody, the piano one, just
Yeah,
breathtaking, fucking breathtaking, and it's dude, and he even did that one recently too with the tornado thing that I'm not gonna speak on, but like all of them lately, every single one, like Cody said, the week to week on Dandadan is hype. there's weeks where I'm so excited to read One Piece, but I'm even more excited to see, like this week, I was more excited for Dandadan than One Piece. Because it was just the way they left off last chapter. I was like, "What's going to go down?"
It's got you that hype.
Exactly.
Y'all are starting to convince me, man. I'm really
It's
trying
not
not
called a
to,
hibachi, but it's getting there.
but I know I'm missing out.
No, there's moments of Dandadan. It's one of those manga that like I cry quite often while reading manga, if I'm being honest. But there's a different type of tears that Dandadan has made me cry. It's like, not to get all gushy and all emotional and stuff, but there's moments in Dandadan where the romance and the love between Okarun and Momo feels so real. It reminds me of my own romantic experiences, and it's almost like tears of nostalgia and happiness that like wash over you. You know what I mean? Like it hits you right in those gushy feelings.
That's the goals, man.
Yeah. Deep conversations for Dandadan for sure. Next up though was my most anticipated show of the year. Another one that I'm weekly with the manga on. Actually, I haven't read in like 3 weeks, but nonetheless, it is Gachiakuta.
Dude, Gachiakuta. Dude, it's my most looked forward to anticipated anime week. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. This has been the best intro to an anime I've seen in a long time. And when I say that, we've been doing really well overall. Like, I think anime recently has been cooking on like their intros in these new stories, like Kaiju No. 8 and Dandadan and stuff like that. But the way Gachiakuta is starting, oh my god, I'm on a different level of hype for this. It is, it's so good.
And I really think that they nailed the characterizations of the characters with how I interpreted them when I was reading the manga first. Like Rio, I think her voice actress really nailed it. I think that Rudo's voice actor in dub and sub is just phenomenal. The only one that I have a problem with is Zenka, if I'm being honest. I think the Japanese
is Zenka actor, the one with the staff?
The poop staff, yeah.
Okay, yeah, poop staff. Oh, let's go.
But like Zenka, he has a very certain dialect in the manga. And I think they did okay with it in the Japanese, but they didn't really nail it in the English. It's
not coming through in the English.
Exactly, because he's supposed to be a hick. He's supposed to be like, well, darn it, and all tarnation and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't quite realize that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like
I've read volume
country
1,
dialect. Yeah, he's got Jet. I am not a monetized channel just yet, so we cannot do super chats, but I do really appreciate it, brother.
Big love
entirely. We're getting there. Only 200 more subs. That's all we need. So spread the word for Straw Hat Lucas and the 3 Ep Test boys.
Yeah, and smash that follow if you haven't yet.
Yes, please subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the stream.
Make sure you leave a comment so we get pushed to the algorithm. But with Gachi or with Zenka, like I said, he's supposed to be like a hick. He's supposed to be like from a small podunk town that like, and he just has that southern drawl to him almost. Gotcha. Like he'll say toilet, like a toilet brush and stuff like that in the manga. And I really was waiting for that to be translated into the anime. So that was really the only thing that kind of disappointed me as a manga reader going into it. But the general consensus for people who haven't read the manga is that this is peak. This is amazing.
It's peak, dude. It's peak. The most recent episode, I'll say it lightly if you guys haven't gotten to it, we're 6 episodes in now. I mean, just on the first level, 3 Ep test level, dude, passed with flying colors. It passed on it passes the 1 Ep test for me. That first episode was so good. They did such a good job just setting the whole world up, pissing you off enough with the sphere, you know, and kind of like giving you the same kind of hatred that you get. It was on some freaking it's not Tower of God, was it? Or yeah, maybe Tower of God, like end of season 1. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was on that kind of hatred for like a small second.
He's like,
but yeah, and then
guy as he falls and it's like,
yeah. But yeah, dude, like all the way up to this most recent episode this week, dude, like this fight with the guy with the dreads, like, and I mean, he is so freaking
Jabber,
cool,
dude.
Yeah,
I've only watched the first 2 episodes.
Jabber, you brought it.
Jabber
his aura
so
is
sick.
Insane, dude.
They're already at Jabber.
We've gotten 2 episodes with him. We've gotten 2 episodes, and we're like, and again, I'll be light with it, but he's about to go off. Like, he's about to go off. Like,
is he about to fight someone?
Dude, if you gotta ask a question, don't. Like, that's how you spoil people. Don't do that.
But yeah.
Jakoby, will you message me in the group chat
got
real
you, I
quick?
got
And
you.
yeah, let me
I
know
got you.
if he's about to fight someone or something.
Yeah,
like
in
that,
the
'cause
group
need
chat
to
would
know.
be
Yeah.
at Vex, where Vex is trying to avoid getting spoiled.
Oh, wait,
Spoiler
no.
alert. I'm just gonna DM you, Lucas. We
Yeah,
good. We
DM
good,
me.
boys.
Oh,
Don't
I
worry.
thought Vex had watched it. He watched every
It's a
other
safe
show
space.
this season. So
I'm 5 episodes in, so
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm
so you've
not.
seen the
I
beginning of
haven't
it.
seen the 6th episode. Yeah,
I
know
still
the
haven't checked
beginning
it out. Don't do
regardless.
it.
no, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Send
It's
it
like
to me.
it doesn't matter if everyone on this call like has it for the audience. You don't want to specifically risk potentially spoiling people. So you just, if you don't know the answer to the question you're about to ask, don't ask it. Like just
Fair,
as a general rule
Fair,
of thumb.
yeah.
Nah, very valid.
I think
very
that
valid.
the first episode, I was getting those like this is like something I just recently did the 3-episode test on, that kind of like Cyberpunk Edgerunners vibe, where you're just like, oh wow,
Jabs
this
and
whole
jets.
society is full of shitheads, and like I kind of hate this setting. And so like they did do a good job of establishing the sphere as like what it was compared to, and like getting, I don't know, there were parts of the first episode that to me seemed very generic, and it's a very different way, like it's a different world. And so I was like, I wasn't expecting to get that, but there's these types of conversations that feel very like, I don't know, kind of TikTok brained. And I'm sorry, I don't like using that term much. It's like it seems weird because it's like there will be a conversation where the main character is just like, oh yeah, absolutely, you, this person who I have known my entire life, have to obviously be aware of this character trait that I have because of my tragic backstory. And I'm like, you don't gotta say that. That's not natural dialogue. Nobody says that.
It does have moments that are spoon feedy. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I'll
But
I'll
it
definitely
cuts
concede on
out.
that.
Yeah, well, about 3/4 of the way through the first episode, it switches from this very forced and unnatural type of dialogue to an internal monologue. I'm totally fine with exposition in form of a narrator or an internal monologue, but don't give me really inorganic dialogue, which that's my only beef.
Like Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who season.
Oh my goodness, don't get us started, please,
Episode 2.
No, let's not do it.
That
hey,
is
Graham.
Like, that's my main critique about the first episode specifically. I think they do a really good job beyond that of like, dude, it's so cool seeing just like the way that the things were animated and handled, and Engine's my boy. That's him. That's him. And
so
like,
cool,
I think that there are some really cool characters, really cool action sequences, really solid animation. The music, it's a little bit hit and miss with me. The outro is a banger though. I'm not as big on the intro, although it's kind of energy. It's like really frantic. The outro is a banger though, and like I think they're doing a lot right. But that episode, the first episode, where it was just this really rehearsed sounding like generic dialogue, it took me out of it a bit. And I'm glad that they immediately removed us from that part of the storytelling and threw us into something much deeper, it feels like.
Yeah, that part, I know exactly what you're talking about. That part in the episode is literally maybe like the first 10, 15 pages of the manga. And I had the same issue when I first started reading it. I was like, oh man, what is going on here? Like, why is the dialogue? It's very heavy towards like expedition. No, that's not
Expedition 33.
Exposition. Thank you, brother. But yeah, it's very exposition heavy, and I was like, please don't do that. But once you get past that,
exhibition heavy.
Yeah, it's very exhibit heavy. Yeah. Anyway,
yo, dog. It's
so dog. Like exposition.
It's such a unique. It's such a unique premise and a world that is very unlike our own, and so there is a lot of footwork to do, and it puts a lot on the plate for the pilot. So I get it.
Yes.
My only gripe is like, do it in the form of narration, like we've seen done very well in so many other series, or do it in the form of an internal monologue. But I don't need these. It's like they're trying to be casual about these conversations, but you're saying shit you would never say. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think that's super valid.
Yeah, it's something I
Champagne?
You're doing great.
Champions. Yeah, I'm doing great tonight, guys. For
You
like
champagned
over a
it, yo.
year. Yeah, for over a year, you know, I was telling everybody, you got to get into this. You got to get into this. So to hear that everyone's enjoying it, it's very validating and just really cool. I like that the homies are liking it because I think the story, I told Jakoby this before, I know Vex and Cody have both heard me say it as well, is it's one of the only other mangas that I'm reading currently where I will sit there and be like, but this and this and this, like I do with One Piece, where I'm sitting there theorizing exactly what's going to happen. And not only that, but
I won't get very.
once you guys get
Okay,
more, sorry, just real quick. Once you guys get more exposed to the power system within this world, it's my favorite power system that I've seen in a recent anime or manga.
It's so cool so far.
Yeah. I have some theories about it, and like it's very interesting because it is shown us a good bit, but it hasn't told us a lot. And I think that they're doing a lot really well because seeing these different like instruments being used, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. This person fights with an umbrella, which I think is just that's one of my favorite.
My boy,
it's so cool. I think that's a phenomenal weapon and a way of implementing like this instrument in like these crazy ways through the power system. Seems like there's infinite possibilities because we see another dude using like a straight fucking plunger, and then someone's using scissors, but she doesn't. But she doesn't use them like with her like hands the way you would think. And I'm like, that's so creative.
Her
there's
style
so much
is insane.
outside the box. Yeah, with this series, this power system, and with these instruments, it's like a lot of it is they don't take the easy way that you would first think of, and so it's just that's the only reason why I take gripe with some of the dialogue in the first couple of minutes of episode, because I'm like, they did so well with all these other things. What was up with that, you know?
Yeah. No, it's something that just has me looking forward so much to it every week. Like they're doing the thing that all new gen anime do because the pacing's so fast with everything. Is like every episode is like such a crazy cliffhanger. So I'm like so stressed and excited for the next one. But like to that point, the fighting system is so like unique and like I cannot wait to see it more fleshed out. Seeing like the different angles of it kind of coming out has been wild. I like the grunginess of it. I love the world building of it. I think it's got some of the better world building we've seen in a recent anime. And yeah, its premise is just so unique, dude. It's anime as well. Like I gotta.
I was gonna
that.
come in and commit to the bit and just piss Lucas off and say that, man, these characters are trash. The power system's trash. The world building's trash. Everything's trash.
And I would recommend.
I think you guys said there's 6 episodes now.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so by the next time we start this next one, I'll start the anime, and if I like the anime, I'll be caught up by the next time we film.
Let's go. Then me and Cody can cook on Gachi.
He means manga caught up. He's gonna binge the whole
Yeah.
No, I did mean that. You're right. If I like the anime
did.
enough, I'll binge the manga.
I know you. I know. But
what can I say? I'm a slut for a page turner.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, my only concern, and I don't know if this gets addressed anytime soon, and don't tell me if it does, but my only concern is bro is in a world of trash and he's throwing up on himself. He had a fucking shit from a plunger like thrown all up on him and stuff like, and I'm just like, yo, when is homie gonna get a bath?
I'm not so sure that's gonna happen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm right here with you,
so
Vex.
worried.
We're both lost.
That is like, because I'm a very like I'm a blind man. But that means I'm very in touch with my other senses. I have a vivid imagination, and it's like some of these
right
scenes.
Now, you're like, oh god.
Some of these scenes, I'm like legitimately like, this is hard to watch. Like, give this man a damn shower,
please. Bruno, bathe. Oh goodness,
oh, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I recommend it. I think y'all should watch it.
Yeah. 100% of 100%.
Check it out.
Watch it.
I think it's a solid. Yeah, I give it a solid 8. Potential to grow for sure. I think it's. I don't see it not hitting 9 for me, but it just hasn't quite got there yet. So I'm gonna let it cook.
Yep.
The manga fluctuates for me between a 9 and a 10, so I think the anime will reflect that as well. If I'm honest.
I'm excited for it, dude.
with that, we're going into, it looks like Kaiju number 8. And since I do not know much about this, I'm going to hit the banyo real quick, boys. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
You got it. You got it. Be safe out there. Kaiju number 8, guys. I'm loving it. Another one that I'm like very, very accurately keeping up with every week. That one, like, my whole house likes a lot. Like, we all watch it together.
Hell yeah.
It's one of my favorite new gens overall. It's actually, like, again, I'm not super like manga diverse. I haven't read a ton of manga, but this is like in my top 5 manga that I have read. I'm 13 volumes into it, so I'm not fully, well, obviously it finished recently in the manga, so I'm not like at the end of it like that, but I am ahead of what this anime is. And I think the anime is like, especially like season 2, I think they stepped up their adaptation versus season 1. Season 1 did a really good job, but had a few character design issues. They were a little flat and a little bit bland. And I think season 2 fixed that very, very much. Animation is top notch. Like couldn't ask for anything better. The intros and outros go super hard, dude. Like the outro is like
The outro's a bop, dude.
visually
It's so
stunning.
good.
It's such a bop. One Republic coming back for another certified hood classic, dude. Oh, it's just I love it. Kafka Hibino is my favorite new gen MC. Being an old man, I relate to him. And I just love seeing characters like that.
He's the same age as me. Like, don't do that.
He's the same age as me too, Bex. I think we're locked in.
God.
But no, I mean, just like having a shonen where we're not following a 14-year-old high schooler, like it's super, super cool. I think it's got such a good cast. The most recent episodes, if you're like fully current on it, emotionally hit so hard, in my opinion. Kaiju number 9 is one of like the coolest modern villains, in my opinion, as well. I think Kaiju number 8 is just doing so many things right. Like I can't gas that one enough. I've said this a lot, but this is another anime of the year contender for me. I don't think it'll get there, to be completely honest with you, when with everything else we literally just talked about just being on a level that's a little bit like unreachable, i.e. Lord of Mysteries and Hero X for me. But dude, I can't gas it up enough. I think Kaiju number 8 is, again, one of those things that's just super fun. It's not the most complex story ever. You know, we're not theory crafting really or anything like that. But I'm just really excited to watch these characters do the next thing. And it's nonstop action. It's so fast paced. I'm here for it.
To speak on something that you just said that I very much agree with, is it's not the most fantastic story ever told. And it's not the most complex or deep. But when I first got into season 1 and didn't know anything about the manga, I was just kind of expecting comedy with some over the top fight scenes, and for the level of depth that we do get from these characters, I was very pleasantly surprised. And I'm only 2 episodes into this season. I was gonna binge it earlier today, but I've had a lot more shit going on than I thought, so I haven't actually gotten caught up with it. But I'm not far behind. But I know that like my thoughts on this, the series as a whole, are pretty cemented just by seeing season 1 and the first snippets of season 2. They do deliver so well on those deep moments and on the comedy and on the action. And it's like, it doesn't have the most of any of these things, but what they do so well every single time. 100%, and it's like, it's about quality, not quantity when it comes to this type of story. I'm hoping that I do know that the manga did just finish recently. Since the last time we did this podcast, it has now concluded, and I haven't heard people losing their minds like they did with JJK or AOT or any of these like other bigger titles. And I'm hoping that the anime adaptation does continue to step up, as it seems to have done since season 1, which was phenomenal in and of itself, and carries through all the way to the end, and we get like a really solid, like, full adaptation of the series.
Facts.
I think it has a ton of promise.
No, absolutely. Cody, have you been watching this one?
Nope, I read it.
No. Did you read it all?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't think the community is upset with the ending because it satisfies not every loose end that needed to be tied up, but it gave us the answers that we were all looking for.
Fair
Um,
enough. I can't be too mad at that.
yeah, it's
Can't
just
ask
like
for much more. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, and where I think where they ended it is pretty solid, and I'm very excited to see where this second season goes. Like I haven't picked it up yet. It's something that it's like it's definitely going to be a second monitor thing when I'm grinding out stuff, but I'm
That's
very
super fair.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I've read all of what like we're watching right now and will be watching for this season and where I'm thinking it's gonna end up. I think, dude, the coolest thing about it is I feel like the animators actually listen to the community. Like when we got we got like a glimpse of Narumi, I think is his name, the Division 10 captain, like you know, our boy with the eyes. We got a clip of him, like I guess either at the tail end of season 1 or maybe for like a
This is
trailer
the
for
last
season
episode.
2. Yeah,
No,
all right,
it was
cool.
like in the last. It was the
Yeah.
last like 3 minutes of the last episode. We get
there it is.
like 10 seconds of him total.
And the community lost their minds because he just didn't look very good compared to like the way he's drawn in the manga. And the animation
Yeah.
studio heard that and changed it. And when we actually got season 2, like all problems fixed, 0 issues, no notes. Like,
Yeah.
and just seeing an
From
anime studio being willing, like actually hearing our voices when we're like, hey, we read this manga, we love this manga, y'all are not doing this art justice, and they actually fix it. I just think that's a cool movement in the right direction for anime in general.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I haven't checked out any of the manga, but I know a couple of people who have, and I asked them whenever season 1 had concluded and we hadn't really heard anything about season 2 yet. I was like, is it like a solid adaptation? Could I just pick up where season 1 left off and I wouldn't have any major like, and
100%.
from what I've heard, it is like almost entirely a
1-to-1.
perfect adaptation. Except for that character design at the very like last 3 minutes, and they've amended that now. So from what I've heard, it's literally a perfect adaptation, which that feels great. And if they keep that up all the way through, it's like it's a concise story. It's only like what, like 200 something chapters. It's not like
like
a huge mega
like 100,
One
like
Piece.
130 or something, I think. 140.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
pull it up. I got
Short. It's like real short. Like we have like at most 4 seasons at most.
Yeah, and you don't
it's
see a
probably
lot
3
of
in a movie.
people.
129.
There's a lot of people. That's
129
not a
is
lot at
insane.
all.
That's so short.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of people would, want to stretch it out and integrate a lot more into their storytelling. And like 2 of my favorite authors and mangaka of all time are Ichiro Oda, praise him, and Yoshihiro Togashi. And they are both very, very well known for expanding their stories well beyond the initial scope of things. And I don't think every mangaka is built for that. And I don't think every series or every setting can handle that. And we can see certain series that are longer running jumping the shark, and it feels like you get to a point where you're like, okay, what are we even doing? I think it speaks a lot of wonders when you can have something that's just 2 or 3 really solid seasons. You're in and you're out and you're done.
Let it be done. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, man. I think that's a good trend that we're getting with anime and manga. Like these mangas are just getting to the point. Like we learned the lessons from the big 3. Like they've taken all the things that everyone hates about the big 3, which is 9 times out of 10 pacing and just extra stuff that's not really necessary. And they're just like, boom, plot point, boom, moving forward, boom, here's a new character, boom, here's the antagonist. Like let's just get to it. And Kaiju number 8 is a prime example of we do not need 10 seasons of Kaiju number 8. It's just not even remotely necessary. There's a simple story to tell. Like it's very direct. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's just get to it. And I think they're doing a super good job. Also, another banger dub. Another absolute banger dub.
Phenomenal.
Shout out these simul dubs. It's so much fun. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Toy, make
I'm
One
so
Piece
glad I don't
simul
have
dub
to
and
be
my life is yours.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to be like a week behind everybody else and the whole community and whatnot on so many of these titles this season. And it's like, if I'm behind, it's because I'm messing up, not because the community made me or something like that. Because I do really respect a quality dub. There's a few series that I am keeping up with the sub and the dub, but there's some stuff where I'm only watching it in dub because Yeah, there's so much, dude. We haven't even gotten into like half of the shit that I've been diving into lately.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
And
I
so
still
much of
have
it
like
is
four
peak.
more I'm weekly on that we haven't touched, and
Yeah.
and it's all good. I'm excited for it. Like,
We are actually going to be getting to those very soon because next up on the list is Land of the Lustrous. Now, I specifically put this on the list because I just recently binge watched the entire first season, which there's only one, and I'm now like 80 chapters into the manga right now, and it is legitimately becoming one of my favorite seinens I've ever read. If there's anyone in the chat who is a fan of Steven Universe, and I will be doing a full video on this topic, Land of the Lustrous is the manga for you, 100%. And I say manga
It's
because the
literally
anime is a trailer.
Steven
It
Universe.
really is, man, and I
so
love it.
true.
It's emotional. It made
It's so
me
much
cry.
more.
But
It's so much more than that.
no, yeah. But I would say that, yeah.
I
they
think
take it to
there's more to
extremes.
Steven Universe.
Well, no, there is more to Steven Universe, but in a different way. As someone who has consumed both series, not all the way through with Land, it takes a very different approach to how it does things. I can't speak too much on it because I am currently in the manga, but Vex, the reason I wanted to bring this up on the podcast was just so I could publicly say, yeah, you were right, okay? That I love it. I love it so much, and I think about it all the time, and I can't wait to finish it. Like, it's so good.
Bro,
You
the
were
second
right.
you finish
Okay.
the second you finish it, and then you call off of work for the next 3 days because you're gonna be in the fetal position, and you can call me. I'll be there.
Listen, I've been sending you messages every time something not heartbreaking, but crazy happens, and you haven't responded yet. And I'm like, no, please, Vex, I need you.
It's because I don't know how much further you've gotten into it, and I just
fair.
like I'm like, I've reserved the right to discuss this with you until you get to a certain point, and I don't think you're there yet. But yeah, it's like I just put in chat. It's my #1 manga of all time. I love it so much. It's complete. It's finished as of May of 2024. It's it's 108 chapters if you include the epilogue, and it's
not bad at all.
Oh man, it's a wild ride. It's crazy. It talks a lot about, like, the subtext is about self-hate and self-harm and being disabled or not the same as everybody else and learning how to find purpose in life despite that. It talks a lot about the value of every single individual. It talks a lot about a lot of these classic like Buddhist tenets and things like that, and like the body, the spirit, and the mind and things.
I really do need to get into this. It's up my alley for sure.
It's so crazy, dude. And like if you're just getting into the anime, it's gorgeous as far as 3D animation goes. It's no it's no Lord of Mysteries, but keep in mind this came out in like 2017. So it is insane for that time. The music is phenomenal, the choreography is amazing, but please read the manga, because I don't think we'll ever get a season 2, unfortunately. But it's a series. Yeah, it's a series that in its entirety, manga and anime like together, the full experience has significantly impacted me as a person, and I'm so happy that Lucas is enjoying it.
It's really resonating with me as a person as well. There are moments in it that, like, even though you obviously cannot be in that exact situation, you know the feeling. One panel that really stuck out to me, and this is not a spoiler because you won't understand, is just a character holding some dirt, but the context of that dirt and everything else around it, you know what I'm saying? I was legitimately in bed, like tears rolling down my cheeks, like just this is
I got a lump in my throat right now. Let's talk about the next entry.
So the next entry is mentions, which is where we're just going to talk about like the general ones that we didn't dive as much time into and things like that. Like Vex, I know you watched almost the entire new season of anime.
Yeah, dude, Vex is locked in right now. He's cooking.
He said
put in
3-episode
work,
test.
yo.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I did almost every single major new title that we talked about that we were looking forward to last episode of the podcast. as well as every single entry to each of our top fives, which was the main topic of last podcast that I hadn't already seen. So I've now done a 3-episode test on every single one of those things, except for 2 titles. I have not checked out season 2 of My Dress Up Darling yet, and I'm only 2 episodes into Kaiju number 8, as I had previously mentioned. But everything else that we talked about, I have given it a shot, and man, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Which ones stick out to you the most, brother?
I've really been enjoying City the animation as just like something like I've been watching a lot of heavy stuff. So City is very, I don't know, it's like a town full of space cadets, and they're all just goofy goobers, and it's just really cutesy. It's not like your typical anime art, and it's just like it's something it's a really solid, chill and chipper second monitor anime, and I wanted to mention it. I don't know if it's just a bunch of subplots or if there is a major thing. I'm 4 episodes deep and I'm just vibing. It's just a lot of fun, but it's so there's that. I also started, I'm super late, but I started watching Hell's Paradise, and so that's interesting.
What do you think of that?
I'm only 3 episodes in, and it's like it starts off really edgy, but then it quickly gets a little bit deeper than that. And I just met what I'm assuming is the main cast, and some of them are cool. I've heard really good things about the manga.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like JJK as far as, you know, or Chainsaw Man and stuff like that, where it's like
that's exactly what I've heard. It's like
they're
it's in that dark
mouths?
kind of chill. No, it's very grotesque. Like in the second episode, there's literally like a dead guy with flowers growing out of his face, and I'm like, oh, that guy's still alive though, and it's very like,
and that's
they don't
like
shy away from.
That's like the tamest like stuff you're gonna like
it
now.
Really,
like
yeah,
if you once you make it to the island, like it doesn't stop. It just does not stop.
Yeah. So I'm like pinky toe in, and I'm enjoying it enough. I know a lot of people complained about the level of animation for the first season. I haven't seen anything egregious. I think it's fine.
I have absolutely
but I know
no idea what they're talking about. Like genuinely,
exactly.
I think it looked fantastic.
People just want to waffle about shit that I don't know, but like I don't think the animation's bad at all from anything that I've seen. I think the character designs are a little generic, some of them, for the setting, but it's really cool. I want to get to know I want to get to know the power system a lot more, because I've heard that it's very, very, very complex on level with like Nen and cursed techniques and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to getting in out of the training wheels, but I've been taking that one pretty slow. What else have I been watching? Well, I mean, I've been watching One Piece, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but
okay.
What's One Piece?
Overrated.
Okay.
Naruto's better.
This is it. I laughed when you first said Hell's Paradise because I had a memory pop. I got really, really drunk at my nephew's graduation, like when he graduated high school, and went home and watched the first like 2 episodes of Hell's Paradise, and I don't remember any of it. Yeah, like not a single lick of it. Like I remember being like, "Oh, this is cool as hell," and then like nothing else. That's it. I remember the vibe. That's it. Oh,
I love it, dude. I hate that it got stuck with like the Chainsaw Man vibe when Mappa was like, "Oh, we're just gonna animate every anime ever for 1 year and then just drop 90% of them for 3 years." Like,
yeah,
the fact that we're not getting more Hell's Paradise until January and it came out like a year and a half, 2 years ago almost.
2023.
2023, yeah. So yeah, crazy, yes. Like crazy amount of waiting. So 3 years between seasons. It's just like, I have this theory, and I think I brought it up last pod. Anytime an anime goes like on hiatus for more than a year, it comes back worse, except for Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War. And yeah, I'm sure there's a few exceptions, but like 9 times out of 10, man, the hype falls off. Like no one cares anymore, and that's the real issue. Is, you know, if we still had people looking forward to it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But no one's thinking about it.
Exactly. Like Vex, he showed me an anime called Ancient Magus Bride a while ago. Fantastic series. But then he told me there was a 6-year wait in between season 1 and 2.
Dude.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. If
What
that
are we
happened like nowadays, half the audience is going to return. Half
Me and
the
Vex
audience.
as ReZero fans.
Yeah.
First time.
Me and Cody's
Straight up,
Berserk
though.
fans.
Dude, it's
Shut
so
up.
crazy too.
Black
Because
Clover.
Dude, I know. The last chapter too, I was like, ugh.
ReZero, shout out while we're talking about it. ReZero did get confirmed for season 4 in 2026, and there is a trailer, or there's a teaser out,
Let's
which
go.
is crazy. We got a trailer from Frieren season 2 in between this episode and last episode of the podcast, which is crazy. We got a trailer for Black
One sec.
Clover returning finally.
Ooh, huge.
Before we get into all the trailers, because I want to spit on all of these actually. Cody and
pause.
Jakoby, any mentions? I have one, just one, but you guys got anything?
I've got 2 quick ones. The one I'm gonna push heavier is Clevatess. Absolute sleeper in my opinion. I didn't hear much about it initially, and then my community was like screaming at me, like, "Bro,
Yeah.
you got to!" And one of my roommates was also like, "Bro, you got to."
Lock in.
I was talking to Jed about this just a second ago in chat. It does something I love, where episode 1 is like a 45-minute episode, and then episodes 2 and the rest are like normal, like 22-minute episodes or whatever. And it was a ride. Episode 1, I wouldn't say is like, it doesn't necessarily pass the 1-ep test, but it definitely passes the 2-ep plus test without a doubt. Episode 1 needed to be 45 minutes, but it ended up telling a freaking crazy twist of a story. Like at first it felt really like generic, and then I was like, wait, this is, and then I realized like it's obnoxiously violent. Like its level of violence is like hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
But it starts to tackle certain issues, and I think it does it in an incredibly mature and beautiful way. There's a certain character, I think by the 3rd episode that you meet, that like has like low key one of the most beautiful like story arcs I've seen in like an anime of this kind of caliber, which like kind of fell under the radar kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's really doing a good job telling a story. It's basically about a demon king. Like this world has like it's like a world the size of Australia, and everything around it is surrounded by like demonic woods. You know, humans don't go there. It's dangerous. It's bad. Don't go there. And there's like these 4 like demon kings basically, and one of them decides he's going to destroy the human race, but ends up like picking up a child, and like the person makes a deal with them like, hey, raise this child, and if they still disappoint you, then by all means destroy the human race. But if you can, you know, it's a demon realizing that humanity is like kind of thing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Doing great. Honestly, genuinely, guys, give it the 3-ep test. That one's a banger. My number 2 is Tougen Anki. I would argue it doesn't pass the 3-ep test for a lot of people, but if you just want some more action and violence, it's actually just really, really fun. It's a fun watch. I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Not saying it's a banger, but if you do find yourself just wanting something that's like a good second monitor but like enjoyable watch, the most generic story of the season, I would argue, it's just the story of Momotaro. You know, been told a million times. But Tougen Anki, check it out. It slipped under my radar, and I like it. I'm keeping up with it weekly. I'm watching it.
Yeah. Cody, what about you, brother?
I just you know, I've been hearing through the grapevine that very special anime is coming back. It's special because it's something that I know Lucas and Vex have heard me spit about before. Be on the lookout for Dorohedoro. I just
let's go.
recently read the entire series front to back. Holy smokes. Definitely Mira inspired with like a it's like a new way to like tell like magic and cyberpunk-esque type environment, where the use of these heavy blacks on the freaking like inks on the screen is just freaking phenomenal. Kaimon is like one of the best fucking protagonists ever introduced, in like the dynamic relationship he has with Nikaido throughout the entire series. Plus, like, it's some of the muscle mommy galore. I can't hold it back. It's so good.
Right.
He said muscle
Oh my
mommy.
god.
Yeah, take my money right now.
It's so peak.
Is this
Dorohedoro
the one with the guy with like a lizard head? Is it that one?
Yeah,
Or is that
that's it.
Dorohedoro?
is
Oh, okay,
one
okay.
of
That is Dorohedoro? Okay, cool.
that is
Yep,
one of my
Mappa did it
most-
originally back in 2020.
It's one of my most recommended series. Whenever I did, like, back in the day, I would do videos where I'd be like, hey, hit me with those manga recs. It had some of the most, like, comments out of any manga.
Shout out to Mallow. She put me on game. She's like, you gotta read it. And I was like, okay.
Dubs in the chat.
You're telling
Dubs for
me
Mallow
to
in the
read
chat.
something. The second thing is, shout out to Kush Daddy, because I watched all of this really stupid anime called Magical Girl Ore. And it's I haven't watched a show just to watch a show in a hot minute. It is honestly been a while since something has been like, wow, why am I watching this? It's pretty, how do I explain it? Vex was there, and I love that he's giggling.
4 episodes of it, and man, what a wild experience.
So it's about this idol group performing in high school, and the idol group with these 2 girls has a crush on this guy, and the one girl in the group is a sister to one of the top boy idols, and that's
I know where this goes.
It is a
you don't
you really don't. Okay, so
really
the one girl has a crush on one of the guys, and that is the brother, and so she's like, oh, I'm gonna get him to love me, and out of nowhere these motherfucking demons start attacking the town, and they're like, oh, well, they don't look like demons, they look like JoJo teddy bears, like really buff men as like
incredibly
teddy
hot.
bears.
I'm in.
Violently hot.
No.
It gets better.
Lucas, hold on.
The way that she has to combat them is she has to confess her loves out in the open, and the love transforms her from a cutesy pop idol girl into a buff ass motherfucking JoJo man with magical girl powers. They do
money.
This sounds
You
wild.
sold me already. You don't need to keep going. He's already.
This is
he's
Magical Girl
dead.
Ore?
And yeah, and like where I thought the
Adding
series
to the
was gonna
list.
go with like the weird
It's
like
going on there.
I'm not gonna lie. We've all seen enough anime to know that like a lot of anime have this like weird incest type thing going. The second girl, I was like, oh, she's gonna be in love with the brother too.
I'm
It's
dropping
not.
this in the
No,
chat
she's
for a
in love with the other girl. So while the girl is invested in her brother, the girl is invested in the girl, and it's like this huge fucking love triangle that I've never seen done before. And I'm like, I'm kind of hooked.
Dude, I'm in.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of hooked.
I'm fucking sold, Cody.
It's peak, and I think I got to like episode 8 or 9.
This is
but
hilarious.
I'm gonna watch it all. It's actually so insane, and if you guys watch it,
4 episodes deep. I am not at all inclined to continue watching it, but it was a very interesting 4 episodes.
That is it. That's them.
Yeah, peep
Damn,
chat.
that midriff is crazy. That
oh my god. It's interesting. I'll tell you that. Like, I did also want to shout out. It's not recent, but it did get confirmed for a second installment. I can't really call it a sequel, I don't think, but I did peep one of our homies' top 5s. One of the only things in anyone's top 5 that I hadn't checked out yet, and a lot of people have been trying to put me on. I have gotten 3 episodes into Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Let's go,
dude! He's edging. He's finally edging.
Let's go.
Edging, guys.
There we go. That's it. Yep.
Time for a legendary streak.
Dude, CP Edgerunners.
Oh my god.
No.
We have to cut. That's the end of the episode, guys.
Yeah,
We're out for the night. We'll see you next month.
Cody has loved his time on this podcast.
Unfortunately, we're looking for a new host.
It was mutual. We all agreed.
We all agreed.
Actually, he thought it was best for all of us.
My only mention, speaking of Netflix animated, series, is KPop Demon Hunters.
Oh yeah.
I was talking. Listen, we're moving past it, brother.
Way past it. I didn't even get to say how I felt about the anime that I brought up. We're just moving right on.
How'd you feel, brother? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now I feel uncomfortable. But
Clip it, chat. Clip it. Clip it, chat.
okay. Who's from? I
No,
was
Shell Edge walks so that Cyberpunk could edge run.
That's actually peak.
Oh man, I can't right now with y'all. I'm trying to be so real and genuine.
Like, I'm professional.
Yeah.
We're all like,
Vex is about to tell me about like one of my all-time favorite pieces of media.
I'm trying to connect with Jakoby.
We're cooking
on
it.
like a. Oh man.
All right, watch.
So the show starts out doing a really good job of making you hate everybody in it.
Yeah.
Except for like the main character and his mom. And I don't want to get too specific, but there's a mom and this is an anime. So you know how that goes down. But
and
yeah,
it does have an episode 1.
It's a really rough start. Because they want you to hate everything. You see this character get brought right up to the breaking point, and it's also a really interesting way of introducing you into a setting which I have been informed is way bigger than just the scope of this series, because there's like this whole world has like a whole TTRPG system built around it, and like this whole open world video game as well and stuff, and like
from the 70s.
Yeah. So this story is just a very, very small sliver of the much, much larger pie. You know, I would even call it a full slice, I wouldn't say, from what I've seen so far.
Like a piece of
but it's done a good job of establishing a few interesting plot threads that I'm thinking are going to be pretty important. Like, I'm 3 episodes in. I won't get too specific, but I feel like this principal calling him a bunch is going to be really important. I feel like the information that we have on his mom is going to be pretty important. And then seeing these other characters get introduced, obviously I can see this being like a bit of a coming of age tale where he finds himself through these people who are like keeping him at an arm's length and whatnot, like Lucy specifically. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm very, very hooked from just 3 episodes. It's done a good job so far.
I'm happy that it caught you. I'll be honest, dude, even like with this being in my top 5, I had to watch the first 3 episodes twice. I actually dropped it kind of the first time. Like I didn't focus enough, or something like didn't jump out at me. I enjoyed it, but like it didn't like totally catch me because of kind of what you were saying of like there's a lot of like making you kind of hate certain characters, and like you really just need to experience the world. And it's like one of those that like retroactively those first 3 episodes are peak, but it's once you know like the whole like 10 episode series they're trying to tell you or whatever.
I wouldn't.
And you have no idea what's going to happen, and that's what I think.
Yeah, based off of what I've seen. Yeah, based off of what I've seen so far, and from what I've seen, it's only 10 episodes, and it's supposed to be like a self-contained story. I'm like a third of the way in, and I wouldn't consider it top 5 at all. Although I do see the potential for it to reach that, because they've accomplished a lot in just the 1/3 chunk of this that I've seen so far. So I'm very interested to see where it goes. I think it's they didn't like go all out and like do like a full conlang here and make a whole new language, but it is really interesting seeing the dialect like being implemented. It makes the world feel a lot more. Yeah, it's preem. It's preem, that's for sure. But it's like it makes the world feel a lot more lived in. Yeah. The setting feels a lot more rich, and it's like it's so over the top at points where you're just like, wait, so anyone is capable of just doing these crazy, heinous criminal acts? And like how blasé certain scenes that you would think would be a lot more emotional are. It's like it shows you just how different this world is from ours very quickly.
World. It's a very
it's really good about that.
What I'm hearing from all this is that we have to do a bonus episode 1 month of us playing a one-shot of this Cyberpunk TTRPG with Vex DMing. That's what I'm hearing right here.
Did you just volunteer me to do that?
Chat, is that what I did? That's not what I did. I don't think so.
I'm not so sure.
I'll DM it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Cody can also DM.
All right, Watkins.
One shot. No, like I said, my honorable mention, or like what I wanted to bring up before we move on to like the next set of topics, is K-pop Demon Hunters. I was talking last time how I wanted to get my children into more anime and stuff. My older son loves Naruto, but that's like it. Because I know this because he tells me that, you know, One Piece sucks and Naruto's better all the time. He's trolling. He's trolling. No, he's straight. Like,
he's your kid. He's your kid. Yeah,
he is my kid entirely. No, I told him one day, he was like, One Piece sucks, Naruto's better. I was like, bro, you haven't even seen all of Naruto. And he quoted Pain's speech to me, and I was like, okay, never mind. Like,
that was further than you'd even gotten.
I hadn't even been there yet. I just knew it from the culture. Like,
that's so funny.
But my youngest too, my youngest son,
wait, hold on.
He really wants to watch Dragon Ball, but I can't let him yet. Like every time I play him the theme song all the time, and then he'll see like clips of it on my YouTube or whatever, and be like, oh yeah, I want to watch that. But him and my daughter have both just loved everything about K-pop Demon Hunters. It's one of their daily movies, because when you're that little, you watch the same movies on repeat, despite how your parents feel about it. And you boys had actually told me in our meeting call for the podcast to get everything, you know, scheduled or set up and everything, you know, to lock in and watch it. And I actually did. And now I can't stop listening to Golden. So you reap what you sow. You know what I mean? Like,
fun fact, K-pop Demon Hunters is the first female-led group since Destiny's Child to be #1 on the Billboard 100.
That's amazing. That is wonderful.
And as of like 2 days ago, K-pop Demon Hunters is the second most watched thing on Netflix in history. Like,
besides One Piece live action, of course.
Squid Game.
Obviously it's One Piece live action.
Game is dunking, but yeah. Now, K-pop Demon Hunters taking the world by storm. It's objectively so much better than I thought it would. Like,
isn't the lead dude from Squid Game like the main voice actor for one of the dudes in the movie too?
Couldn't tell you.
My name is Sung Gi-hong, and I'm really good at red light, green light.
No, like I'm pretty sure that's like the main dude from Squid Game is like the dude who voices the main like boy idol or whatever.
You mean the guy who ruined Star Wars for the internet?
Crazy.
Moving on, as Vex was saying before we gave everybody's mentions and stuff, we got a lot of trailers recently. Dude, like you had said, Frieren season 2, which I know I am more than excited for. January is the month to look forward to. I'm telling you. What else did you say, Vex? You said a couple of them right there.
Oh man, there's a lot. We're supposed to get big news for JoJo's Part 7 in mid-September. I'm assuming we'll get a trailer. I'm so ridiculously hopeful for that. But we got a full trailer for the Return of the Black Clover anime, and the manga is I'm not gonna lie, the manga could end in like the next 20. It could probably keep going for a while, but it could end very quickly.
It's close.
They might just full on finish it out. Like before I got fully caught up on the manga, I was like, surely they're just gonna get like one arc further. No, they might just, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But 2026 confirmed, Black Clover anime will return. I'm not gonna lie, I put it above every other shonen that's airing right now. Like I think this is gonna be. This is what's.
Anime
I said what I said. I said what I said,
on it, buddy.
And I mean it. Like I'm 100%.
Black Clover, I'm hoping is gonna beat that whole like the allegations that I was talking about earlier of anime falls off. Even if Black Clover has quote unquote fallen off, when this stuff starts getting animated, literally episode 1 following where it left off is going to like break the internet level, and like I think it's gonna come just right back, dude. And yeah, if it has
not caught up now,
more animation, oh dude, it'll be
if you're not caught up now, get caught up by 2026. Like ride this wave, it will be glorious. This will be I'm gonna be 100% and say that I have full faith in it to be the single greatest ending to a long-running shonen that we have gotten to date in manga history. I
agree with that. It's on its way to that. I fully agree.
My sister's notorious for hating anime because I talk about it 24/7. And I finally got her to agree to sit down and watch the first 3 episodes. And now we are over 50 episodes into Black Clover, and she is a diehard fan of it. She changed her
Let's
wallpaper
go,
on her
dude.
phone. She talks about it with me all
I
the
love to
time.
hear it,
And
dude.
she's like, what happened in the
Peak.
books, Cody? You gotta tell me, you gotta show me. And I'm like, well, I don't want to spoil you, but doesn't this guy look cool? And she's like, is that? And I'm like, might be. Well, that's kind of crazy.
Lock in,
Bro.
Don't have to lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Vex. Like between that and like probably like Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, those are arguably my 2 most anticipated for 2026 as of right now. Just because of just how much peak I actually know is on the way for that. And
Yeah.
I have faith in the studios, you know?
Other than if
Yeah.
we can move. Oh, go ahead, Vex.
I had a few other trailers. I just have to go and find my very long post about everything. One
Did
second.
you guys hear that Garnt Gigguk of Trash Taste is starting his own isekai? Whoa. That's kinda
Whoa.
crazy.
I
guys watch that
haven't looked
trailer?
into it at all.
No.
I haven't looked at the trailer. No, but I'm
I saw the
excited.
news.
Yeah, I've been a long time casual fan of like Garnt and his like he's one of the only people who reviews anime that doesn't just constantly shit on isekai. So I'm pretty hype about that, but he does also like a bunch of trash isekai. So I'm a little trepidatious, but we'll see.
I am very excited because it looks like he has a really good cast of people working on it.
It's
and
Jessica
one of the
and
names
Gale.
that stood out to me was Kevin Penkin, which is if you guys have watched like I think what is it? Didn't he do Your Name?
Oh,
Kevin
crazy.
Crazy if he did.
And
I did Your Name, then I'm in. Anything that
Apothecary Diaries, Tower of God,
Ooh.
Spice and Wolf, Rising
wow,
of
okay.
Shield Hero. He's done a lot of different
Okay,
music for a lot of
wild.
popular anime.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's peak.
Apothecary
yeah.
Diaries has peak music, like absolutely insane music. So I'm hype on
Apothecary is
that.
so good. Oh,
It got confirmed
So-
for not a season 3, but a sequel season to season 2, which I don't know what that means, by the way.
Oh, and Made in Abyss. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I had that in our notes as, hey, that one show is coming back or something like that. Yeah, Made in Abyss is getting some movies coming up
oh yeah, yep. I did hear about that.
to finish out the series or get it caught up to where the place in the manga. I don't know. I don't read the manga because I heard it's.
I can't.
We talked
be
about
hyped
that last
it.
time. I'm not hyped about it.
Yeah,
I'm more
I
dreading it
can't.
than anything because I know I'll want to watch it because the storyline to the series is so good. It's just gut wrenching.
Made in
Yeah, but
Abyss
we
is
got,
one of my favorite animes ever.
Oh
Because
my god.
Oh my god, no.
So
no.
unfortunately that Cody had to step down.
you guys got Natsukaku instead. That's crazy. Well, guys, if you really need...
So other announcements that we got, Chainsaw Man movie is confirmed for September 19th and the trailer is out.
Also,
Gate
Wait.
is getting us. Go ahead.
Wait. Let me just jump in. Utada Hikiru, the person who did the intros for all the Kingdom Hearts songs, is doing the outro for the Chainsaw Man movie with the guy who made Kickback as well.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
what's
team up
up.
for the outro. They have
Wild.
confirmed that. So
She
Chainsaw
also
Man
did
Reze movie gonna be
the ending for Evangelion.
Did she?
Insanity. That's actually
for
wild.
the 3.0 plus 1.0 finale for Evangelion. She sings the final outro that ends a 30-year saga of Evangelion. Fun fact.
I didn't realize that, bro. No, that's a brilliantly fact.
Deep cut. Yeah, Gate is getting a season 2 after like a decade, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Gate, but it's the funniest like sales pitch for an isekai I could ever give you.
Isn't that joke from Community? Ha! Gate!
That's crazy. No,
Nailed
so
it.
listen, it's not like your
Pop.
typical isekai. It's like a reverse isekai where the fantasy world comes to us through,
Nice.
get this, a gate. But like a
Like
gate
Devil is a
opens up, and
part-timer?
there's like
Like the best
Like,
anime
kind
of
of.
2024 solo leveling.
Wild. But
Okay,
listen.
Crunchyroll, calm down.
It's not. No. Hold
Whoa,
on.
my
Lock
bad,
in.
my
Lock
bad.
in. Because it
Guys, they
gets
paid me.
crazier. There's not like a. It's not like a. I never finished season 1, but I just used to meme on this all the time, and it's crazy that after a decade,
Blazing
it's
for no
getting.
reason.
No, I'm not
I hate
glazing
this, but
because
I can't wait for it.
no, literally, I can't wait to see what the internet does with it. You know,
Yeah,
But
no, that's
it's,
valid. That's super valid.
the show Gate. It was literally an anime only propaganda piece by the Japanese Special Defense Force. The actual armed forces of Japan made an anime to try to get people to join the army.
That's what America.
That is what Gate
We'd be
is.
there.
That is
And
the
so-
American strategy, dude. G.I. Joe, come on now.
Gate shows helicopters and tanks taking out dragons and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
and it's like it is
I'm in.
full
I'm sold.
army
Take my
propaganda.
money.
Dragons need
It's
some
so
democracy.
funny,
They
dude.
might have had some oil.
I'm not as sold as I
Oh
was
my
on
God,
Ore,
dude.
but I am sold.
But so I did not enjoy the first season, and I did not fully finish it. And this was again like over 10 years ago, and it just blew my mind to see this show up in like the news
Just
articles.
coming
And they're like,
back
yo,
out of
Gates
nowhere.
coming back, and I'm like, how? I literally don't understand how. but
Someone just loves
yeah.
it and has the money.
it's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Then there's also Ranma 1/2 remake season 2 for October 2025.
Let's go. I still need to
I know
watch season 1.
Cody's hype.
Yeah, I'm hype as
Cody's
well.
so
I just-
hype on that.
Cody-
I mean, it's all right. You know, shout out to Shayla,
Oh.
everyone. I forget everyone was okay.
Cody, we need to lock in a day, and me and you need to watch it together because I want to experience it with my boy. Like, I love Ranma. It's one of my favorite OG animes, and I really have been hesitant to watch the remake. But Cody,
Oh,
you
If y'all start
praised.
doing that, invite me too, because I'm
sir.
sleeping on.
Oh
Ranma.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Cody hyped up the remake last episode. He went on and on about it, and that was the very almost the verification I needed to actually give it a shot because I was so nervous about it because Ranma's classic. Like it's one of my earliest animes. Like I was 9 or 10 when I watched Ranma for the first time.
Yeah.
It holds a very special place in my heart. So very hyped to know that it's a good series 1 and that one of my boys loves it so much, and then that a season 2 is coming as well. Peak
Dubs in
on
the
top
chat.
of peak. Yeah.
Peak. As we mentioned
Thank you,
previously, Apothecary Diaries season 2 sequel season, which for some reason is not called season 3, is announced and confirmed in production. I don't think we're going
Let's
to get
go.
that in 2026, but we might. Who
My
knows? But
guess-
they cooked.
My
They're
guess for
cooked,
what
bro.
that is since Apothecary Diaries apparently anime wise is very close to the manga / light novels. I don't know. I know there is more, but I don't think there's much more. So it might be one of those it's a hold off thing. So we're gonna get a season 2.5, which probably does follow a canon story, but maybe something that wasn't directly necessary to the story. I'm totally guessing here, but I've just heard a lot about us getting very close to catching
Did you
up.
finish
Maybe
season
that's why we got
2?
a sequel. I did. It was
So
fantastic.
I'm thinking
But also,
that
I was
because there
flipping
was
the table at the end. It
Yeah,
drove me insane.
I won't get specific, but I think because it showed us that cutaway with that side character elsewhere, and because it seems like things locally seem to be mellowed out for now, maybe
For a
we
moment,
focus on someone else.
Yep,
I think that would be
that's
peak.
what I'm thinking.
I would love that so much. I
with you
I
on
might
that.
cry.
Yep.
I literally might actually cry, dude. But I'm hyped for that. We'd also mentioned Cyberpunk Edgerunners season 2 in production confirmed. I have been told by people who know a lot more than me that it's a self-contained story season 1. So this will probably be a fully different anthology
Yep, it
in
is.
that
Yeah, real
world. I don't know.
Richie in chat said 3-episode test stream of Ranma. Listen, I'm totally down to do some additional episodes over on Jakoby's Twitch if he is, because I know he has a platform for
totally.
reactions already.
Dude, and you guys are always welcome. Always welcome on the stream.
I had
So, yeah,
such a blast talking One Piece with
Hell
you
yeah.
that one time. It was such a good time.
Dude.
And we cried together, so that was always nice.
And we cried together. Yeah. It's really, really important, dude. And I haven't gotten to cry with Cody and Vexus yet, so I don't
Yeah,
really feel like we're that close yet. You know, I'm feeling
Yeah.
a little distant. We
Oh
need to lock
man,
in, boys.
We
Alright,
built up a
we gotta
2-year
change that.
relationship
I
and then
gotta
sobbed together. So
listen, Jakoby. If you want to read Land of the Lustrous on stream together, I'll cry with you. I'll
Oh,
bawl my eyes out. I'll be
That's possible,
unokay on a molecular level with you,
You could
brother.
be
But
You know how-
destabilized molecularly.
Listen, with Land of the
Yeah.
Lustrous, you know how everyone says like, with One Piece specifically, I can't believe I cried over a boat. I can't. You won't believe that you cried over some dirt.
Some dirt.
Yeah,
Some
like,
dirt.
just saying.
it's so much more than that.
It is.
Why are you doing this to me again, Lucas?
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only did Frieren season 2, it's been confirmed for January release next year, very early next year for a while. We did get
And
a
we got
trailer
it.
since our last
Yes.
episode, and the manga has returned from hiatus.
Yes.
So
Right.
there's that.
Time
I
to
am
catch
not
up.
into the manga, but a lot of people are saying it's peak.
Not gonna lie, that's one I'm fine
season
keeping anime. I don't need.
Yeah,
to
I'm
swore.
fine with it as well.
I swore to Vex when we were watching season 1. I was like, I won't look at the manga at all. Because I have a really bad tendency of I don't want to wait. I want to fucking finish it. But I've kept that promise. I've not looked at a single panel of the
I'm
manga.
proud of you, bud.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
Yet.
ReZero season 4 confirmed for 2026 release, and a trailer is out. Arc
Dubs in
6
chat.
is imminent. I am so ridiculously hype, and I'm trying to not catch up with the light novel or the web novel every single day of my life, because I was told by somebody whose opinion I respect very greatly that I should probably just watch season 4 and then get into shit, because it's apparently hype as hell, man. So I'm extremely excited about that. In other major news, additionally, Vinland Saga's manga has concluded.
There it is. He's back.
Cody came in perfectly.
That was cinematic.
It was.
Oh my
Cody
goodness.
is the only one who experienced the ending of Vinland Saga among us.
Yet.
So far, yes. We feeling content with it without saying too much? Oh yeah, that's a nod of approval.
Yep.
He looks so sad. Oh.
I know
Oh.
he's really ate up because Kaiju finished and Vinland finished.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
a rough week.
It's like it's like how do you I look in the mirror. I want to be better because of that manga. That might actually be in like my top 5 ever. It is
That's wonderful.
amazing.
perfect.
Huge.
story.
One Piece did that to me, so I get it, brother.
Huge.
I get it entirely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've only seen the first episode of Vinland Saga. I have the first, like the first compendium, where it's like the first 3 volumes together. So I really do want to get further into it, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, a lot of manga have been ending back to back. Like last year, we got My Hero and JJK back to back, and then this year we got
Yeah.
Kaiju and Vinland back to back. Like that's a double hit for the whole community, 2 years in a row.
Dude,
For
for real.
big properties
so,
as well.
So much stuff is ending, dude. So much stuff is ending, but also I'm happy to see it. Again, like
Yeah.
people are writing stories that have realistic like beginnings and ends as opposed to like
And
you know
all,
that lawless time in the late 90s where it was just like let's just do an infinite show. Like
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
let's just
Oda's
be.
over here like 5 more years. I swear,
5 more
guys.
years, I promise,
more
guys.
years.
I promise I'm
5
gonna
more
quit soon.
years.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick, boys. I will be
Yeah.
right back.
I will say though, and I think I'm valid in saying this. I will always say this. Oh man, he turned off his camera and it messed the setup up.
Oh,
We
wait,
gotta go.
wait, my bad.
No, you're good.
My bad. We're back.
We're back.
I was
do
Jakoby.
that.
I was
I can do
Jakoby.
Jakoby for a second. Whoa.
I-
What I was gonna say though
My
is I
bad.
will say this about My Hero's ending and JJK's ending is that without spoiling anything,
He's
without
locked in.
spoiling anything at
Go
all.
pee, bro.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can turn off your camera from here. I got you. So what I will say is that I think both of them were good endings. And it seems that Kaiju, or if not good, at least they were satisfying enough that it didn't leave me feeling upset or anything like that. And it sounds like Kaiju and Vinland both got that. So I'm glad that that is the case. At least that's my opinion on those 2 mangas ending. I've not read Kaiju or Vinland, but yeah. Wonderful stuff. That
Yeah,
was
speaking of One
hilarious.
Piece,
Yeah, speaking of One Piece.
happy late One Piece day, everybody.
Yes, happy One
That
Piece
just happened
Day.
recently.
Yes,
We got a lot of really solid announcements and reveals from all of that. I know, Lucas, you're extremely excited about one thing in particular,
yes.
but I want Cody to spit for a little bit first about his main boy Gege Akutami doing the crazy art. Well, person.
That
entity.
person, the entity that is Gege.
Yo,
Yeah,
so
no, what did
unemployed
Lucas
Gege
call
is a
him the other
different
day?
beast.
Giga.
Gege Akutami.
Gay guy Akutami.
Yeah, gay guy Akutami is what I said.
But they did this crazy artwork for the OPTCG for the Gorosei cards.
Yes.
That shit is peak, dude.
Yeah, we getting to see my boy Jupiter looking like freaking Sukuna as a worm. That
We back.
just like I
Alrighty.
loved all of the different work that Akutami's been putting out, whether it's for the Black Clover 10-year anniversary or even for the OPTCG. And even cooler that like Oda is the reason that we got to see Akutami after the ruptured appendix. Because if you guys weren't
Ooh.
aware, at
I'm happy
chapter
we're talking about this.
262, we had a short intermittent break for about a month. And when 262 came back, it actually was chapter 262.2. And that is because Gege's entire appendix was ruptured, failing, done, gonzo. And Ichido Oda is the reason that recommended the hospital and told Gege to take a break. And that just means like Oda being Oda being inspired by Akira Toriyama and other greats before him, and finally like getting to be that huge inspiration to have other mangakas take care of themselves is freaking amazing. Oh, Lucas is putting the artwork up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm
right
covering
now.
up Vex with the artwork for the cards.
Yeah, no, so
you're
like
the only one not on camera, brother.
it is so crazy to see like just Akutami's like absolute freaking like fiendish brain come out for these demon, and like we've already seen he has like this monstrous idea of like what the depths of depravity of humanity would be like in Mahito or the other like amalgamations of king or special grade cursed spirits like Jugo and Hanami and Squid Boy. God, Vex is gonna kill me. He knows his name by heart and he always calls me out on it, but I always forget it.
I think out of these
Yeah,
cards,
no,
Jupiter
so
go hard, bro. I love
Dude,
the
he
giant
looks just
worm.
like Sukuna when he's on Itadori's face. It's so perfect. And
Saturn looking
you
good
could
too.
Dude, it's no
a Dagon. Yeah, Vex got me.
He did it in
Like-
chat. He said Dagon.
Yeah, but not like this is so cool. Like this is like just again one of those like really really inspiring things to me.
Dude,
and like
Mars.
it's so cool seeing like a goat like Oda locking in as heavily as he has with the younger generation as well, and then vice versa. And also as a One Piece TCG player, I am just bricked up
Stacked.
about OP13 and getting an Emu leader and the Gorosei as support. Your boy's gonna be spending money on that.
So when we
I
playing
was
some
so sad.
OPTCG together,
Dude,
When,
please let me know, dude. I am in. I'm running Yamato.
JJK
Oof.
ended because when JJK ended, One Piece was on break, so all the other weekly mangaka got to leave Gege a message, and Oda, unfortunately, because he didn't have One Piece, he didn't have the slot to do it. But when One Piece came back, Oda was like, "Oh, I saw Akutami ended his work, and you did a wonderful job." And I was like, "That's my goal! Yes, peak recognized, peak." I was literally punching the air, like so happy because I was like, "Dang, man!" Everyone else got. It's
could
just,
you imagine
It's just peak.
being a new mangaka and coming into the Jump office and like your office is 3 doors down from Ichiro Oda's office? Like,
I can't
That'd be
imagine.
insane.
that would be wild. Like, crazy.
Nah, so peak.
So we do have more One Piece news, though. Let's talk first about One Piece heroines. I think this is the one we have the least amount of information on, but I'm hyped.
Mhm.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
I didn't either until Vex
Inform
and
me.
Jakoby did. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. Jakoby, what do you know about it?
So it's a little confusing because we have a couple things, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like fully like aware of which is which because we have One Piece in Love coming up, which we don't have much information about, which is
Ooh,
supposed to be
that's
like
good.
a spin-off.
I've read the first
And
few
then
chapters of that. It's
yeah,
really good,
and then we
actually.
also have One Piece Heroines as well. The crazy thing is, I think it was One Piece in Love, but it could have been the Heroines animation. One of them showed us an animated Loki, like the one that we got at 2020, like the 2025 One Piece Day thing that like just happened recently. Like what I think it was Heroines that they showed us, and it has Loki animated in it. Like it's crazy.
Really?
I
Yeah.
would recommend googling that if y'all are interested. Which is
I'm
wild
looking
to
at it
think
right
because,
now. I gotta look this up.
because
I
yeah,
do
yeah,
believe they focused a little bit on a lot of the female side characters like Tashigi, and I think
mhm,
Lola gets some shine, which is
yep,
maybe why they show Loki. There's a
yeah,
lot of love for
yeah,
like Perona, and like it's a good time for it's like if you're a fan of fan letter and these types of like tertiary canon, you know, like little ONA like OVA kind of like type things.
yep,
Like I think that this is gonna be another hit like fan letter. Maybe not
yep,
on the same caliber quality wise, but
yeah.
hype wise, I can see it hitting that.
I think you're absolutely right. This is just another one of those things which I do wish One Piece honestly has done more of this up until this point with it being such a long running series. I'm kind of blown away it hasn't gotten that. But like, yeah, just like PK Buggy said, it's basically just like a little slice of life. And I love that like we're starting to get more things within the One Piece world that doesn't have to directly follow the Straw Hat's journey or whatever it is. I think if we were gonna say the One Piece community was lacking anything within the story of One Piece is a lack of light spin-offs like that. Like we got fan letter, but before fan letter, that like really hasn't happened even at all. For like the One Piece anime that I'm aware of. So getting these light novels animated, like this is a step in the right direction because I would like to see this lead to us getting the Ace light novel animated, you know,
Hell
and getting
yeah. Or
moments
Law.
or Law and like that
Mm.
is just like a really really cool way for them to start diving more into like the non-necessary lore but still canon lore of One Piece, and I'm really hoping that's what this is opening.
Yeah. It's One Piece in Love, by the way. They showed a silhouetted Loki. Basically, did the shot for shot him standing up from the
Yep.
manga.
Okay, so that was One Piece in Love. That's what I thought.
I just watched the little trailer thing they did.
Yeah. But to speak on what you were saying, Jakoby, a little bit more in depth, and from my point of view, is like the way that I see this is something similar to the light novels for Naruto, when
Yes,
Kishimoto was opening up the door for other mangaka and other authors to be able to contribute. And we've already seen with like the Ace novel that Oda has entertained this idea before and whatnot, but for them to actually be getting kind of center stage, this was announced on One Piece Day, like like that, for them to be becoming more mainstream and to actually get animated, and for like the big push for this, it gives me so much more hope for like
The
you know we
Law
all know
novel?
One Piece can end eventually.
Yeah.
Like
But
but there's no way that just ending the journey of the Straw Hats and the finding of the One Piece will answer every single question that Oda has established in this crazy world that we have. So it, in a way, it gives me hope that this canon will live on forever in perpetuity, even after Oda Sensei and even all of us here are no longer here to enjoy it. It's still going to be just like this thing, that this world that anyone can kind of write their own little tidbits into, and it'd be peak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Pirate King Buggy in the chat. Gotta hit him with it, boys.
Gee.
What do we hit him with? But I got you.
The sound clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No,
very excited to see it. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta say just really quick, I know we're moving on to more of this One Piece stuff, but like again, you can't deny that One Piece is just the goat of media. It has a main manga running, a main anime running, and a full anime remake running, 2 spin-off like anime series about to come out. It's got a successful live action that doesn't suck entirely. Like One Piece is just unfuckwithable. It's peak.
Yeah.
It's just literally peak. Like
Yeah,
Gotta
PK
just give it that shout out, dude.
Yeah, no, of course. And like PK said in the chat, cover stories are, like I said earlier, the Law novel, the Ace novel, all viable options to be animated once the series ends, and then we get those side stories. And I would love that because it expands on the world within the canon that Oda himself has established. And maybe if there's some things that he wants omitted from the story or some things added, for the Law novel, for instance, because it's written by someone else. Just adding in what he needs to, fixing it, just like making sure that it smoothly goes with the canon and everything.
Yep.
That would be perfect. Because right now I believe it's secondary canon. So like until it's disproven in the anime or manga, it's considered somewhat canon. Like we know Masked Deuce was Ace's right-hand man when he was pirate captain and things like that.
Yeah.
Sanji Food Wars is also a really good one.
Yeah. Huge.
Didn't
Food Wars reference to the Drop Squad crew.
Do the Sanji stuff too?
Bro,
he did a Sanji one shot as well.
We're not ready for the tomahawk spiny lobster ravioli. All right, we're not ready for it.
Yes. Speaking of live action that does not completely suck, we got the teaser trailer for the second season of the live action, and I, for one, was so hyped I yelled and screamed. I didn't realize how much I screamed until I edited the video of my reaction and was like, holy shit.
Dude, it looks so good.
I was like, whiskey bang! But it
does
does
all of it,
Whiskey
dude.
mid.
Yeah, listen, you know how I feel about Whiskey Peak. It's my least favorite arc in One Piece, but seeing the little snippets of
I prefer rum.
Zoro doing the the 100 fighting the 100 bounty hunters. We got what I'm guessing is the start of that fight in the bar and stuff like that. Like that was cool as hell. I was kind of hesitant about Lyra Abova being Miss All Sunday. I could see the vision, but it wasn't there for me yet. And now I am more than just anticipating what she's going to do with the character. She just nailed the vibe of Robin in that one shot. I was like, that's Nico Robin. That's my girl. That's my favorite Straw Hat. There she is. Like, I am more than thrilled. Also, Brogy looked dope.
Yeah, looked
I
fantastic.
think that they did the movie trailer like kind of hype thing where it was just loud music, get faster, quick cuts from this scene to this scene to this scene to this scene without giving you much to like tangible. Like if you're a fan, you know what you're looking at. But if you're somebody who's only seen season 1, or if you're like, let's say hypothetically visually impaired, you got no idea what's going on for half of that shit. And I don't feel like it's enough substance. Like it's a teaser trailer. What are you gonna do, right? But I had to slow it down and go frame by frame for some of the things because I was like interested, like what all did they pack in and whatnot.
Yeah, I did that as well.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kong and Sengoku, by the way.
Some of these stills look like trash. I know it's like it's meant to be viewed in motion, but some of this stuff I'm just like, what are you doing? Like I was not blown away.
Yeah,
I'm hyped though. They did deliver on hype, so there's that.
I thought the Gatling looked great at the end of the trailer.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The Gatling looked really, really good. No, I'm right there with you. Overall, I'm very happy with everything. I'm gonna be honest, my hot take for the trailer, the only one that didn't hit for me was Smoker, and he's one of my all-time favorites in like the series. And I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm still reserving my actual judgment. So this is very preemptive just on surface level. Because we got like one scene, but he just didn't. I didn't get like a rugged enough, like intimidating enough presence from him. It's almost like the actor looks too young, which is a really weird critique, I know. And then also his hair just being so platinum white. It felt like for me for some reason, and I don't know why, but in this it should have been like a little more like touch of gray kind of, or like not like pure like white, even though that is what it is in the anime. I think this is a super light critique, but that's the only thing that like in any moment of the whole like watching of the trailer, I was like, not sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm not saying it's trash. We just need to see.
I have to agree. When I did my cast video about the season 2, back when we got all the announcements and stuff, Callum Kerr, the guy that's playing Smoker, he was the one person where I was like, I don't think I see it. And then when I saw him in costume and everything, like you said, there's something off about his vibe.
There's
That said,
something,
it was a very small clip. So maybe he might look a little different, but he still nails the characters, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I
personification
just need
and
to see
everything.
him in action. you
Yeah,
know?
I want to still the scene I need Smoker to have in at least this, because we're only getting him in Logtown. We're not going to get the full Alabasta treatment this arc or this season. The one thing I need from him is it seems my pants ate your ice cream. Here, my 2 scoops on me. I need that moment.
Yes, you need that
I
one.
need it because it sets up
I hope
how
they give us that.
Smoker really is. Because up until then, you see him as this like gruff, and he's kind of like a violent Marine who like he
he's
hunts
scary. He's
down
just meant to
pirates,
be scary.
and then he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, little girl, my pants, they ate your ice cream." Like, and I'm like, I need that. I don't care how cheesy it is. I don't give a shit.
they need to put that
I
in
need that. I need that. Not making it post time. I think they will. I think they'll make it to at least Fishman Island. That's where I think it will end. I think because of how different Fishman Island is to the rest of the series before it, I think that'll be the point where general audiences will be like, not for me anymore, if I'm being honest.
I agree with
don't think
Buggy
they
in
get
this
that
one.
far.
I don't think they get that far, and I think we're lucky if we make it to the time skip.
Yeah.
But on the
Dude,
flip
Marine
side, they
Ford in live
confirmed
action?
season 3. I mean, Marine, but like I don't know how they do it. I genuinely, I mean, like I worry about One Piece having the same issue that Game of Thrones had post season 5, where
Too many characters.
the budget. Well, the budget is really like the one of the biggest issues that Game, especially for season 7 and 8 for Game of Thrones,
The
outside of
dragons.
going off of the source material or like going away from that, different story. But budget wise, every episode got so insanely expensive to shoot, and like the bar kept getting raised because of how good Game of Thrones was in its early seasons. It had to live up to that every time and more. And I think One Piece is going to run into the same issue where it's going to get too big for its britches. I already couldn't believe that they could make it in live action in the first place, and they're doing it. But I think by the time we're dealing with things like Marineford and like even talking about something like Fishman Island, like how the hell are they going to do it? I'm gonna be honest. I think the Fishmen is the only like issue I've really had with the live action outright. I feel like they look like old Super Sentai bad guys, where like when they stop moving, but the rubber suit doesn't kind of shit. Like it kind of felt like that to me a little bit. So as of right now, I feel like I would hate the Fishman Island arc in the live action. But yeah, my faith is no more than time skip.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
The reason I say they're at least going to make it to Marineford because Netflix CEO even straight said from the jump we've been planning for 6 seasons at least. You know what I mean? And they're just confirming the seasons as they come out.
You can
and
plan
shit
for
like
all
that.
you want.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
they're
that's
just
what I'm
saying
saying.
They're just saying that.
Matt
Like,
Owens
if they didn't
slip on stream
reveal-
several times that like they want to go the distance. I don't think it's ever going to do that though. I don't see us
you
getting
can want and you
Wano
can
in live
plan,
action.
but that doesn't make it.
No, of course.
It's just about drumming up hype. It's just a tactic, and that's exactly why they confirmed season 3 will exist, because at this point, with how long it's taken for season 2 to come out, so much of the hype has died down and people aren't even believing that we'll even get a season 3. So like the fact that they had to like,
I think it'll happen.
I don't know.
They confirmed.
Season 3 is going to happen.
Yeah.
They've confirmed that. Will we get a season 4 though?
Yeah, we
because
don't know.
if they do another break in between, that's like 4 years before we get another season. It's just like how PK Buggy said in the chat, like if we're gonna have like 30-year-olds playing a 19-year-old character or something before too long, and I don't need that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
we
fair.
make it to Sky Island.
I think they skip Skypea for the meme.
Just for the meme, yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so
They
funny.
end
That would actually
they end season 3 with the ship falling on the Straw Hats, and then season 4 picks up with them landing outside of the train station for Water 7.
That's so funny.
They fully skip
Or
Skypea.
Longland, I mean, yeah, they fully skip Skypea straight into.
Well, we have to.
They're just like, no.
We have to assume they're
Skypea.
going to be merging concepts like they did with Bratier and Arlong Park.
Yep.
So I like how much more is going to be left on the cutting room floor, especially if Netflix doesn't feel like giving them a full actual season's worth of episodes. And if they're going to be like, it's not that I don't trust any of the people who are working on it. I just don't trust Netflix. Like, I don't think they're going to continue to do justice to this. I don't think season 1 was the best that it could have been, although it was good. And I'm not super hyped for season 2. I'm not a live action guy though. I'm gonna be real. So that's
valid,
the chip
dude.
on my shoulder.
Yeah, that's
my
fair.
only argument against that is I think Netflix is investing enough into this one to where they really are trying to make this the. I mean, because Netflix is just investing in One Piece in general. Netflix getting, weekly episodes of it. The vast majority of the One Piece IP currently. I think Netflix is placing its bets on One Piece, so I think One Piece is safer than 90% of other IPs on Netflix because they're notorious for like chopping stuff, after season 1. But I don't think it'll be a directly Netflix issue.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be feasible.
I think because of how Oda is, he probably straight told him, if you're going to do it, you have to do it up to this point. Because he almost went with Disney instead of Netflix for the live action.
Oh
and he
God.
decided against it. And my guess is because Netflix is bigger on them, Amazon Prime and some other streaming services are really big on taking risk. They'll sign you on for multiple seasons. After the first season of Stranger Things was so successful, the Duffer Brothers immediately got 4 more seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're willing to take that risk. And in Disney, as we saw with another cult classic favorite show, they'll sign on for multiple years and then cancel those deals out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And stuff like that. And they'll they're very we all know how Disney is. I'm not going to go on a tangent on the conglomerate that is the mouse, but it speaks volumes that there has to be a reason that we, the general public, in my opinion, don't know why Oda would choose Netflix of all places when he knew that anime adaptations on there had failed before. Because Death Note, Fullmetal Alchemist, fucking what's that one that's really really bad? Cowboy Bebop.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho was pretty good.
Yu Yu wasn't that bad actually.
It was pretty good. The Kuwabara scene at the funeral sold me completely. That guy did a killer Kuwabara. So good.
Dude, yeah.
With Cowboy Bebop too, I thought the actors were appropriately cast. I just think the writing was shit.
The casting was good. The writing, exactly. That's exactly the issue. I do want to say real quick, and this is shout out to my boy Jet in the chat. A very good possibility for the Netflix live action, in specifically seeing Oda working so closely with this live action production. It could be possible that Oda chooses to give Netflix the original script idea that he had for One Piece. Because again, One Piece was originally going to be like a 3 to 5 year story, and that was going to be it. So in theory, we could get like an alternate universe ending of One Piece that was like the original kind of base idea that he was going for. So that's another possibility. Not sure if I love that because the only option there is to give us a One Piece that is absolutely not going to be the One Piece. You know, like
exactly
if it were to wrap up. But at the same time, I wouldn't be that mad at it because I don't have faith that we're gonna get all the way, up to Egghead, Elbaf, and beyond with the live action. So I'd rather them give me a 5-season something that just wraps up the story in its own way. And we can judge
to go
it
to Laugh Tale or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't show us the One Piece if it hasn't been revealed.
Or don't show us the One Piece. No, I wouldn't be mad at that.
That gets people into the manga. But like I said, I think they'll make it further than people give it credit for, because you have to think, like Vex said, how much they're condensing, how much they're cutting down. They're going to multiple islands a season, usually only 2 episodes for an arc. I think with season 3, we'll probably get more for Alabasta per episode, like more episodes for it. But that is an issue overall because you're cutting out so much of the story. If you speedrun arcs like Water 7 and Innie's Lobby, you're not giving the cast that is an ensemble cast that time to grow together as an ensemble cast.
Exactly.
You need to take your time with
it. You can cut down and trim and condense and things like that to try to get further into the story. But at what point does that work against you? Because the true fans don't even consider it the same. It's a shell of what it's supposed to be at this point, and you lose the support that garnered you this budget in the first place. It's like, I don't know. I trust Oda, and I know a lot of the people who are working on this project have their hearts in it and also trust Oda, but I don't know, man. I've seen Netflix fuck up a lot, so I don't know.
Jet, not true. Don Krieg is in the live action. He's one tapped by Mihawk.
Yeah,
if you want to
yeah,
count that.
That is,
He's,
yeah.
Actually.
Actually, he is in the live action. He was casted, and they did the bounty poster and everything.
I just got a request though.
Yeah,
that,
I was about to say the same thing.
Somebody in this call whose name might start with a J and end with a Kobe seems very
Cody?
eager to. Seems very eager to talk about horse girls for some reason. What's up with that, bro?
Hold on. Speaking of
It's in the
Wody,
title.
Wody, what did you
title.
think about the One Piece live action trailer? Just real
before
quick.
we-
Yeah. Because we were,
I didn't watch it.
What?
Fake fan.
Fake fan, yeah.
Fake fan, dude.
Lock in.
Fake
I'm
fan.
for real. I for real don't think we're getting to Skypiea, and I think Jaya's gonna cut my favorite freaking character out of One Piece. So yeah, no.
Who? Cricket?
We're not getting
Bro, who are
Blackbeard.
you?
It ain't happening.
Who are you?
We're
No,
skipping
Blackbeard?
Jaya.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna skip Jaya in the introduction of Blackbeard.
If
in the
we
fucking...
don't skip Jaya, then we better not skip Skypiea. And I'm not getting in. We're not going back to this. What's up with horse girls? What?
You mean the sporting
Oh my
event that has been sweeping the anime community?
Yeah,
You mean the
Jakoby
secret
and-
gotcha funding of Kagurabachi?
Mhm.
You can't even
Exactly.
spend
Literally
money
the
on
prequel
it.
to
It's like,
Kagurabachi.
there's no microtransactions. Like it's a free game, isn't it?
Yeah, there are. I think there is definitely microtransactions. So we got a homie in here, Fox. Shout out my boy Fox. One time he edits my Patreon videos. Goat. He actually put me on to this anime as well, like slightly as a meme, but also like unironically, like he got the game and he's like, dude, it's hitting, and he doesn't even have to spend a single dollar on it. Dude, what an experience it was watching those 3 episodes. What an experience it was,
Insane.
dude. So did we all watch the
I've
3
seen-
episodes? Did we do it?
No,
Did-
I've
okay,
seen
do
some gifs.
Come
I
on, Cody,
have
what do you
not.
mean?
I'm
I did it, dude. I locked in for it. I locked in for it. I recorded the reaction. It's gonna be on Patreon, dude. I had to do it for science.
For science,
he
it's
said.
a gotcha game. It's
I didn't play the game. It's only
No,
a
I've
game
actually
anime until season 2, and then at season 2, then it's just a real anime. Yeah, I don't know. I've only watched
Oh
3
my
episodes.
God.
I did it right before stream. Shit was interesting for sure. The animation was way better than, like, it was way. It came out in 2018 apparently, and the animation was actually very solid. It was pretty. Like, it's a pretty anime, but it's a horse girl.
Pretty
animation.
Derby. No,
Pretty
I'm sorry.
Derby. Ah.
No, it's like I think it's such a crazy thing to study just from the outside. Like I've
Yeah.
seen some gameplay now.
Yeah.
I was hanging out in a call
I
with a
haven't seen the
buddy.
gameplay
So I was hanging out in a call with a buddy, and it's just like a bunch of menus, and then every now and then after you click a bunch of options on a bunch of menus, there will be little anime horse girls running around, and the homie watched it at 4x speed, and let me tell you, it's what a wild trip that is. But I mean, it's just a crazy social experiment to see how this has taken over the internet
Listen,
in such a ridiculous fashion, and I don't understand. It's like this,
I would
and with
definitely bet
KPop
on
Demon
some horse
Hunters.
girls.
Dude, that's my biggest complaint. I'm gonna say this. So my biggest complaint about the first 3 episodes, and as a 3-episode test, like they didn't even really touch on horse girl betting, and I'm like, I need that to be a main plot point.
And
I
right
really
around
care
the
less.
corner is Daddy's little princess.
Yeah, dude, quite literally, dude. I care significantly less about the race, and I would much rather be in the stands hearing people like just putting their fucking life savings on this little lolly horse girl and this her losing. And then this guy just like having to go home and tell his wife that he just lost the whole house based on this horse girl losing. But dude, she was ranked number 1. Dude, it's crazy. And
She had the best pedigree of the
She had the best
bunch.
pedigree.
I don't-
Girls.
and it's so weird because like,
Trotting
the horse
through
girls,
my
like from what I
mind.
can tell, they don't come from horse moms necessarily. Like it's like
whoa. Let's not get
yeah,
into the
I-
logistics of how they're made, please.
I really want to know though. They
Yeah,
glaze
so do
over.
I, but like we can see some videos after stream, Jakoby, I'm sure. Like
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah, no. It does not outright pass the test. Of course, I know that's not a surprise for anybody here, but I would say this genuinely, it would be so much fun to watch with, like watching it with you guys, like, or just doing it like on a stream in general. Like, it is actually like, it's funny if you can put yourself like back a little bit and you're like, all right, I know I'm just watching horror girls, but like you kind of lock into it. Like, I don't hate most of the cast. It's impressive, but like it's still crazy, dude. It's horse girls.
I got hyper aware for a second. Once you realize you're just like, yeah, you're watching about horse girls, I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, dude. Well, that's the way I took the whole recording, man. I was like, I have to be like, I have to know what I'm doing. Like, I made it in my anime career.
I want to watch it.
From what I understand,
it's worth the 3-up test. It's worth.
I'm in. I'm sold. I was sold from the video.
From what I understand, in the lore, and I don't know this for a fact, I've just been told this by somebody who I assume is knowledgeable on the fact, but it's like they're not just girls with horse tails and horse ears and shit like that. Like they canonically have horse strength. Like they could like kick a hole in your chest or something.
Yeah,
like if like,
for all intents,
that's crazy.
They're a horse in a like little girl costume. And so like Fox is saying, they're basically being isekai'd. So they come from our real world, because all these horse girls, like, their names are like real world like champion horses. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like they're basically getting isekai'd into the world, and they're just like, I love running, and they go to an academy. You got to go to horse girl school to learn how to run.
Oh Jesus, yeah. There's a horse girl school as well.
Some shows are best watched unsoberfied. You know,
I'm in,
boys. I would even rewatch the first 3 if y'all wanted to do like some kind of, even if we just did it like off stream, but like recorded it or something. It's a funny time, dude.
Can I tell you? Can I run this by you guys? Because Jakoby seems a little bit more well versed than I thought he would be.
Yeah,
but
same.
The original game that I had,
I locked in for you guys.
Yeah,
We said we were gonna watch
the
it, so I was
original
like,
game.
I gotta do this.
He said I locked in for horse girls and you guys, like, and you guys.
Well, yeah.
We were the secondary. Yeah.
In that order. No, the game that I had drafted for today was actually going to be me reading off lists of actual horse girl names, and you guys all guessing if they were real or not.
Bro, I don't know any of their names except for like the main character. You'll win. I don't worry, guys. I'm no good at keeping up with names, so.
Well, I don't know if y'all want to do that, really, or we had another. Okay, we had another game planned as a possible. So I don't know. Let us know in the chat. You guys want to see the horse girl guessing game? Or
that would be fun.
Oh my god.
Or anime.
We have a
never
backup.
have I ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So looks like the last thing on the list that we haven't talked about is the return of an anime that causes a lot of debate in Japan on whether you watch the sub or dub, which is strange for
Oh, I know what it is.
and it is the return of the king. And that
The
is
king.
King of the Hill.
Yo, Vex, did this appropriate your culture properly, like Bussies does? Or
Whoa!
Or said bussies to me.
That's what it's
That's not
called,
even
right?
my culture. That's not even
you were
necessarily
like
my
the
culture.
last time I
Bussy
called
the
it
Beaver, we all
Bussies,
know
you were
this,
like,
yeah.
how could you do this, Cody? Appropriating my culture.
I haven't watched it yet. I've been watching other anime.
Horse girls?
I haven't watched any horse girl.
Look, if you're watching
I was
fucking
in-
Magical Ore, I can watch Horse Girls and none of us be weird.
Okay.
Okay,
Now hold on.
if everybody's
I'm
weird,
gonna sold on
weird.
Horse Girls and Ore. Okay, sold
Yeah.
on both. These are happening on stream or in content in some form. But
Look, I just want to know, because there were some voice acting reprisals of these like age old roles and things like that. Unfortunately, the voice actor for Dale Gribble is no longer with us, and so I know he wasn't fully a part of the.
he did 6
dub.
episodes.
Yeah, I want to know how the sub holds up, because Japan loves King of the Hill. I gotta know what that's all about.
You gotta look up some clips on YouTube because it's so good, dude. I'm gonna be honest. It's such a good dubbing of like, they don't get all the subtle nuances, obviously, just like with when you're watching an anime in dub, but they're so true to the characters with like the way they speak and approach stuff like that. Like yeah, you gotta watch some sub King of the Hill sometime. Weirdly enough. But for
also,
You guys ever see that
so
episode
much
where
stronger
Hank
than it
Hill
should
goes
have.
to Japan?
what'd you say, Jakoby?
It just came back way stronger than I thought it would.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have much faith in this reboot just because, like, I like King of the Hill, but it was never a love for me. It's something like I watched a good amount of when I was younger, but like I never dove in like that.
Mhm.
But like I always enjoyed it. Like I'm not gonna skip it if it's on TV. So with this coming back, I was like, I just highly doubt they do it right. I was like, damn, they nailed it.
They nailed
And I
it.
ended up watching like the whole season in like one night. Like me
I
and the
give it,
boys
like,
just locked in.
9.5 out of 10, man. I think they nailed everything.
It was surprisingly good.
I do wish they
The
would have
issue is
touched on
that-
some things, but I think they're saving that for later seasons. But nonetheless,
The
like
issue I have
think it
with the
was really well
series
done.
as a whole, like there's a place in my heart for King of the Hill, and it's very special to me. And it used to be classic, like top tier, S tier, god tier background noise for when I
Mhm.
was just hanging with the homies.
Yeah.
You know, doing some hooligan shit, and yeah, it was. I don't know, man. The thing is though, is that it's too real. I live in Texas. This is my life.
Yeah, it's
And like I know people who are carbon copies of Peggy Hill, and I hate them. Like, and I have to deal with
Yep.
this IRL, and it's like, man, I don't know. It's like I'm in the trenches
Peggy.
every damn day, y'all. And
Yeah.
it's just some of it's
And it
too
puts you
real,
back in
which
the
is like,
trenches, you're
hey,
shit. Having
they
flashbacks
did a
of 5
good
minutes
job,
ago.
but it's like, yeah, if you like have like Vietnam War PTSD, you're not gonna just go and watch Forrest Gump. You know what I mean? Like
I
willy
am.
nilly. Like it. I don't know. It's it's like I don't know. To
Chasing
me,
that dragon. What do you mean?
I want the
crazy.
trauma, Vex.
we'll finish reading Land of the
Land of the
Lustrous.
Lustrous, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, boys, do we think it is time to play the game?
I think it's game time.
What are we doing, chat?
How did y'all?
Are we doing
Yeah. What
naming?
did y'all want to do?
I think we leave it up to chat. What do you guys want to see, chat? You want to say here are anime Never Have I Ever, or are we gonna have to try to guess which horse girl names are actually horse girl names?
I'm down for either. Sounds like a
Yeah.
freaking blast.
I
am
will. I
gonna-
will say this.
Are we able to run
I-
polls in chat?
Yeah, I'm throwing up a poll.
Yeah, you can run polls.
Okay, cool.
I'm biased. I would probably prefer Never Have I Ever, so that there's a chance that I actually get to win this one, because I hosted the last game, meaning there was zero chance that I got to win it. And if I host
Very
this game
valid.
as well, there's also zero chance that I get to win it, which I'm fine with, but I think I'd prefer the free for all approach. But it's really y'all's call.
I'm not mad at that at all, man. I'm willing to do that. Anime Never Have I
Brother,
Ever. First
dude,
comment I'm
never
seeing
have
vote
I
wise.
ever.
That sounds fun to me.
Shit.
All right, let me get on my 15 alt accounts real quick. Let me call.
Yeah, everyone alt it up, baby.
Yeah.
Let me call Kev.
16 people in here,
get
but
the
we
gang.
get
Yeah, I'm
45
gonna
votes
get
real
Kev up
quick.
in here. I'm gonna get Tori Mori up in here as well. Dill has a bunch of
Oh
them.
my God.
Like, let me call the
Yeah, where was
boys in.
Crow at?
It's
Yeah,
about to
where's
be
Crow?
Has
Jakoby and
14
left field
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
Jake.
JJ actually?
JJ doesn't have an alt. That's to the best of my knowledge, but
Oh yeah, that's because he's John Sherrod on all social media. That's correct.
it's part of the brand. You got
It's part
it.
of the
Shout out to
brand, yeah.
OPU.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah, he really
OPU.
locked himself out of some free views, huh?
Oh man.
It's looking like I want to get at least 10 votes, but it's looking for Anime Never Have I Ever, which I'm kind of hoping against because I don't have any prepared. I like maybe
You don't
some.
really need them prepared. Well,
Yeah.
even if
Don't worry,
two
I don't
people
have any
voted
prepared
for,
either. We're just about to start saying stuff.
Yeah,
even if
exactly.
two people voted for Horse Girls and we got to 10, Never Have I Ever would still win percentage wise.
But we have to decide now, in case it does win. Is it whoever puts all their fingers down loses? I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Last Man
I've
Standing.
never played Never Have I Ever in an actual
it's a
capacity where I'm
really
not getting
easy
shit
game.
Do it by
faced.
5, not by 10.
It's
'cause
a
it'll-
really easy game. It's so easy.
Kahoot next time.
Yeah,
That's a
just
good
lie.
idea.
What's Kahoot? I don't know that one.
It's kind of
Oh,
like
it's like a website where you do quizzes.
it's like a quiz
You're
game.
you're a boomer, so you wouldn't have had Kahoot back in your time.
Like
Fair enough.
Sporkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's that
Yeah,
new
kinda
age
like
internet.
Oh yeah, you guys are all
Is that a
old
chat room?
people. You guys had like actual
Guys-
chalkboards and shit. That's crazy.
Cody's
Is that like
literally only
IMVU?
like 3 or 4 years younger than us. Don't let him
Man,
gaslight
what
the
were the
chat.
hey? When you and Fred were racing dinosaurs, did you really let the Flintstones win, and that's why they have the vitamins?
No, but I did ball
They got
down
the
on
brand.
Betty Rubble. What's the punishment for the loser? They have to watch all of Made in Abyss season 2.
No.
Never
shut up.
watched
God,
Made
stop
in Abyss.
Dude,
I
low
just
key,
I,
Even though it's one of my favorite anime
loser has to-
ever.
stop.
the loser has to catch up on Uma Musume.
Yeah.
By the next one.
No, the
3
the
seasons
loser.
of prequel.
No. The loser puts in 40 hours on the gacha game. $0 necessary. Just 40
Zero, no,
hours.
just
We need
40
to see
hours.
it.
Cody's like, no.
Cody's put like 180 hours of Isaac in this week, and he's like, no, I can't play.
Yeah, because he has Isaac to play.
I-
Do you
I
know how cool
can't.
Isaac is?
You know how cool horse girls are?
Guys,
I have a
we're ending the
40-hour
poll.
work week. I'm not making it an 80, okay?
Guys, they run
Let's
fast.
just
Yo, Doy in the chat. What up, Doy?
Boy.
That's Doy the boy, y'all. Go sub to his channel. Go look him up on TikTok. Yes, that is the boy. That is
Dude,
the
he's
homie
continuing
right
that
there.
One Piece journey over on TikTok, and I love to see it.
Yes, we all love to see
Hell
that.
yeah.
All right, Doy. I'm gonna drop
and for
this
our
link
blind
in the chat
viewers,
real
we
quick.
like to listen to it.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, what he said. So we're gonna be doing anime / manga themed Never Have I Ever. If you are not familiar with the rules, I'll go over them very quickly. We're gonna start each with 5 points or 5 fingers that we're holding up, and we will go around in rotation and each say a statement that we will say, never have I ever done this. And if that statement applies to you, you put a finger down, you lose a point. And
If you have done that, correct?
Yes, if you have done that, you can get yourself, if you so choose. That is a strat. If you want to take everyone down a peg with you, you can do that. That's not against the rules. But whoever has, 3 of us will be eliminated. Whoever's the last man standing is the victor. They will assign homework in the form of the first 3 episodes of an anime to the rest of the squad, and we will perform the 3-episode test and come back next episode and talk about it.
Guys, I can't wait to make the boys watch Redeem of Healer.
We can't let
I
him
will
win.
go
Everyone target
first.
Lucas.
I will go
All right,
first.
guys.
Never have I ever watched an episode of ReZero.
Oh my god.
Well, that's rude. Have
All
you
Vex-
right, I'm at 4.
Vex,
You
yeah, I'm
haven't
saying
watched any
vocally say, nope, not a single episode.
I'm at 4.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
he's proud of it. He sounds like he's
And you're
proud of it, and you're doing yourself a
It's not that I'm
disservice.
proud of it. It's
He's like, I'm
everyone was
holding a
hyping
massive
it up
anime
too-
hell.
Listen. Everyone was hyping it up too much, and when people do that
Too
for a
much.
series for me, it kind of lessens how much it hits me. So I wanted to wait for the hype of the last season to die down before I started diving into it.
Unless it's Dandadan.
And he still hasn't.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh my
The
God.
hype hasn't died down.
L's in the chat.
Yeah, L me in the chat, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
1,000%. I will.
Let's
Let's
go
go.
clockwise. Max, you're next.
Yeah, good idea.
Me
Good
next.
idea.
Okay. Never have I ever live reacted to a One Piece Day announcement.
Oh.
Man, he even the playing field immediately.
I have to target him. He's gonna make us watch
I love it. No. We have to.
absolute shit.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
No,
keep
I'm
going.
not. No,
I'm
I'm
still
not.
at 4.
Never have I ever read a chapter of Berserk.
Shit.
Sorry,
Guts
boys.
themes plays.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Never have I ever reacted to Netflix's Tadome event.
Damn.
Not live. I've made a reaction video after the fact of like this was interesting.
I didn't react to
I'm
them.
at 2.
I got off stream before.
Yeah, you were
did.
live with Desness and the other guy. You were literally did. You're we
No.
have chat.
I
Chat,
don't
pull it
think
up.
so. Not for to do.
Lucas,
You
Hey,
Oh,
Lucas,
wait, yeah,
were
yeah.
you not a part of
Yeah.
season 11 of Doom with me? I was on
No.
stream with you.
Yeah, I got off before they got to the One Piece stuff. Like way
But you were on
before.
Tudum.
You were still at Doom. You were
Yeah,
still at
sure.
Doom.
Why is everyone targeting
Yeah,
me? This
put
is
your finger
stupid and bullshit.
because I'm not watching Radio of a Healer.
I'm not gonna actually suggest that. I'm not actually gonna suggest that. That'd be bad for the podcast. That would be terrible for us.
I don't
Guys,
know.
you
I
think
think this
I
is
would
great
like that?
content.
I'm at 2 fingers. Lucas has
Also
so
at
much
2.
power here. Yeah. Oh no.
Let me think. Let me think.
Jakoby's looking happy over there.
He is.
No.
He is super duper. He's too happy. If I'm being honest.
Oh God,
Mm.
I'm feeling targeted right now, crew.
Never have I ever watched an episode of Apothecary Diaries.
You son of a
well.
bitch.
Dang,
Brother,
Tree
I'm at
up.
1. What are you doing?
Dude.
Listen, everyone came at me hard. What are you doing to me? Like,
X is hurt.
You want me to-
X was
you
like,
want
can
me
I
to
just
come at
have
you
a chance
soft?
to win this? And he's just getting owned.
Okay, Jakoby's the problem now.
yeah, he
Lucas.
is. See, that's why I chose
We-
Apothecary
we
Diaries
need-
because I knew he was reacting to that.
It was really
Yeah, you
good,
took me
too.
down with him. Appreciate it, brother.
My bad.
Never have I ever watched the 10th episode of Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Even the playing field.
Douche.
I'm at 1. I'm at 1. This
It's
is
fair.
not
No,
even.
It's fair. It's fair.
This
it's
is
fair.
not
I
even.
I was expecting targetedness. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. This is scary. This is tense, boys.
Never have I ever. And boys, lock in. I love you guys, but I have to do it.
Don't do this. Don't do it to me. Do it to them.
I feel bad, bro.
Do it to
but I
them.
feel like I mean, it's gonna be at least 2 of y'all. I know it's gonna be at least 2 of y'all. Never have I ever said that I like Bellamy.
You son
As a
of
character.
bitch. I'm out.
Motherfucker.
All right, I'll lose.
This motherfucker.
Vex, I'm sorry, brother.
If you keep me safe, I can get
Don't be
Jakoby
sorry.
down.
Be better.
We're so bad.
Never have I
Oh,
ever
man.
watched an anime episode for a live reaction. I read
Well,
manga.
My whole career.
Cody, hold on. I can ensure you win. No, I'm not going to cheat. I was going to say, I can ensure you win this, Cody.
You won't.
I'm out.
Oh
I've
shit, you're out. It's
reacted
just
to-
me and Cody.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Well,
Mono and
now I
mono.
can assure I win this. I feel bad winning 2 times in a row, but I think we might have to. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna do. Never. Damn, nope, I can't do that one either. This is so tough, guys. But also not. Never
Dude,
have
so
I
much
ever.
dirt on Cody.
Never have I ever read Kagurabachi.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
I mean,
I'm weak.
it was
Listen,
one of those things I could have made it a little more random, but I didn't.
I was going to target
Gray
you
area one.
with omniscient viewpoint reader.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
valid.
Those are
That's
those are
valid.
words.
yeah,
Those
I don't
are
think that's the
certainly
right
words.
title, but
No. Man, I could have targeted Lucas so much harder and Cody
listen,
so
I
much
don't
harder,
think the
but
To
everyone.
Doom one counts because that's not anime.
It's anime related.
Kagurabachi's a manga.
Yeah, but we're an anime and manga
Oh my God.
podcast, not a live action podcast.
We did
No,
specify
it's chill,
anime
it's
and
chill.
Oh
manga
yeah,
for the
it's
game.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jakoby,
Yeah, I think it's
you
just
are the
that
winner
I'm-
2nd
I'm
time
so-
in a row.
Yeah, I'm so cultured that it's just hard for me to win this. I've done
exactly.
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it all.
All right, boys. I got a good one for us, and honestly, I'm genuinely excited about this. Shout out my community for pushing me to watch this. I'm actively watching it on Patreon right now. And I'm almost done with season 1. But Link Click is the homework for this next episode. Link Click is a donghua, like Chinese anime. Those are just absolutely dominating right now. It's low key like a BL, but like that's not its like main focus. It's got one of the craziest, like, I won't call it a power system, but like little twists about it. It follows 2 dudes who have the ability to, like, if you bring them a picture, they can dive into that picture at the time and place that it was taken as the photographer of the photo, and then they can live as that person for like 12 hours at a time, and they can adjust things in history.
What?
Not too much, but they can adjust it to a degree. And trust me, it goes in, it explains like the rules to it, so it's not a lawless wasteland of time manipulation. But basically they run a business where let's say you were out at a bar and you had a really cringy moment that doesn't change the course of history, but you're still white knuckling every time you're driving, thinking about it. You're in the, I can't stand it. People will come to them and be like, hey, this happened, can you like stop this moment from happening? And they do it as like a dual thing. So it's 2 dudes. One of the guy goes into the body, and the other guy is like fully omniscient of like what's happening and what will happen to either continue the proper future or mess it up and make him doing that. Just super cool thing, and it turns into like a mystery very, very quickly. And we start trying to figure some stuff out. Really, really good character development, really cool art style. Really, really just impressively fresh story. It's a story I've never seen before, and I'm loving reacting to it. And I genuinely think all 3 of you guys would really.
And just for the chat, what is a BL exactly, Jakoby?
Boy love.
Boy
I
love.
knew.
Generally
It's
speaking,
that boy love.
It's not bro love, like what we got right
It's
here.
not
Yeah,
bro
but
love.
but make sure you don't bring it up around Kush Daddy, or he'll be mad that they're not having full penetration on screen.
yeah. See, you're not gonna get
Oh
that.
my
You're not gonna
God.
get
Yeah.
that. I haven't
No.
See, he got
I haven't seen
Yuri.
that.
He got Yuri on ice. He was wanting Yaoi on ice.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
that-
Straight up.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either, though.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Man.
No, I'm down for some BL. Like I'm gonna check this out. I'm excited.
Again,
I'm very excited to watch
That's
it.
really a subplot.
I'll be down
I
for some
probably shouldn't
BL
go
after I'm
that
done
at
with my
all.
magical girl Ore.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Where I'm at right now, in the story, it makes no difference. It's not a driving plot at all. It's like an under theme, but you're like, man, these guys
Exactly,
are vibing.
Jet. You gotta kiss the homies goodnight, and that's
It's
what
just
this
like
is
kissing
all
the
about.
homies goodnight, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy
No,
love.
no, because boy
Identical.
love is gay. Let's just be real. Kissing the homies goodnight is not,
not gay,
gay.
actually.
You see,
You're right.
I
You're
typed
right.
that on.
That's actually real.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro,
what is
I know
that?
exactly what Cody was about.
Yeah,
to
so
do.
did I. If I hashtag and type this, like, but
Hey,
yes.
look at us, y'all. We did not go for 4+ hours this time.
Let's
did
go.
good.
Only 3.
Yeah,
So the
let's
next
go.
time we'll have to go
Hell
for 5.
Yes, at least
Oh,
5.
yeah, to even it out.
We are going to try to be back on the first Tuesday of next month. We'll see, though. We'll have a next episode up for you guys as soon as possible. Once we know, you will know. Yes, thank you once again for joining us. Any special plugs tonight, boys, that anyone wants to say?
Just go check me out on the places. If you haven't dropped in the Discord yet, come hang out with us. We got an awesome community over there. Obviously, I'll be yapping on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, whichever version of those you like best. You can catch my shorts. I post daily everywhere. And I do have a Patreon. I have Dragon Con coming up this month, at the end of this month. A huge con, big event. I'm doing a lot of content for that.
Already?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like literally in a week and a half.
Where's the time
stretch.
gone?
I'm saying, dude. I'm
like it's been a
saying.
month.
So I'm gonna be doing a lot of like style content, and the Patreon's gonna get it first. And I'm gonna put it up there for free. So you don't have to pay to subscribe. You just got to be a member of the Patreon. I want to show you guys some love over there. So if I was gonna plug anything, check that out, and just check me out hanging out with the homies, dude. I love these guys. Support all of them and all the people in the chat, dude. We got homies everywhere.
Cody, Vex, anything from you guys?
This Thursday, we'll be returning to the what are they called? The Lead Belly Pirates.
The Sakura Pirates.
If we don't have the crew regrouping, you guys have me. You can clip this right now. I'm gonna go full manic and kill the whole crew. We need to start moving this plot. Cody's going crazy, just sitting on this boat playing poker. So, find out what happens this Thursday. Lock in.
So I also have a bit of an announcement. Next Wednesday is the return of Rambling Addiction. Finally, my move is over. I can finally lock in and get back to making my regular content. And yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I'm very excited for it. Also gonna be dropping some more One Piece chapter videos as we get more chapters. I didn't have too many thoughts on this most recent chapter. I mean, I did, but I talked them out in VCs, which if you haven't, join our Discord, mine and Vex's, and Vex's personal Discord, and Jakoby's Discord. There should be links in the chat. And of course, the Gang Discord, which is SSJ, Cody's Discord. All those communities are kind of connected in one way or another. So jumping into any one of them will let you guys talk directly to us, which is always fun. And we always love seeing new faces in all of those communities. But yes, with that, I've been Straw Hat Lucas, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful, wonderful night. And we have been the 3-episode test.
The 3-up test.
3-up test.
The three episode test. I freaking love Cyberpunk and the abbreviations that come with it.
Oh, also, guys, look forward to episode 3 of the 3-up test, where